I don't know about those Leafs games. I don't know. Check one, check two, check one, check two, check one, check two, check one, check two.
Hello, Darren.
Hello, sir. Welcome back to Dimebag Darren World Headquarters, populated by Dimebag Darren and the lovely Nick Molnar. And we are, well, I don't know if Nick's got any. He often does. But I got some $2 coins, 8 rolls. We're going to pound our way through and see what we find. Got any rolls, Nick?
Any rolls of what?
Any toonies?
No toonies, no.
No toonies. Okay.
No, I'm doing this mess on my desk. I've got...
Ooh, wow. Wow, that's a mess.
Yeah, I'm going through them.
That's a pretty cool mess, though.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, colorized, quarters.
We got a room full. Did you bring all these people? Dagger, SkyQuest, Nick Allman, thank you for stopping by. Beto D is here. Perry Custom Cards. I could show you one of those. He does an awesome job. Starika here early. And who else is here? Numismaniac, I sent you a list. So I sent you a list. Sent you a link. And that's kind of it. Stone Day is here. Hey, Stone Day, thank you for... I think I got an email from somebody.
Hey, Stone Day, I got one from him too. Hello.
He knows how to multitask.
Yeah, just a wee bit of a goodness.
There we go.
Wait, you needed an insulin toonie?
Yeah, we're going to see if we can find one. But firstly, I felt like showing off a Perry's custom card. This is a 3D card. Sometimes the cameras just don't do it justice, honestly. So this is the one part of it, but it unfolds. And sits up nicely on your desk. And both parts are lovingly crafted by hand by Perry Custom Cards. Folks, nice gift. Contact Perry. The work he puts into these is amazing. And whoever gets it from you is it's gonna be a coveted thing. That goes in my magical mystery book. And I just thought I'd get that out for you because Perry's in the house. Alrighty then.
Those,
I do want to find one of those. That would be cool. Yeah. I'm not going to hold out much hope to find one of those, honestly. But I am going to get a little piece of paper out here where I can write down the years again like I did the other day. Well, I did it the other day, but it was a mess. It was a mess.
I was lucky enough to win that.
Paper supplied by Two-Pack Coin Roll Hunter. No sign of the numismaniac yet. He might not feel like coming up, but if he does, I think I sent away a link to you, sir. I think I did. Let's get the scope out. Make sure it's focused and ready to go. Looks pretty good.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Get a call?
I got a call. Yeah, I don't have to pick up my daughter from work. She's getting a ride home. That means I can have a beer.
Or 3.
Or 3.
But not 12. 12's too many. All right.
12 is just enough. Brain damage.
I got a pen.
So how's Darren doing tonight? How's everybody doing?
We're doing okay over here. Weather is basically playing along. It's a nice day out. I went out with my shorts and t-shirt on and didn't even think twice about a jacket or anything like it.
Oh, that's good.
I been
I
working
think I
on
gotta
dime
stop
bag.
collecting colorized coins, though, guys.
You really?
Darren, I got too many
Why?
colorized.
Well, then you gotta get them out to people who want them.
I have to start selling them.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had this many. Jeez. I'm going through all my coins, organizing everything. Foreign, U.S., Canada. Everything you see here is Canada. And this is only a quarter of the Canada I have. Wow. I should never have started this tonight.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something to do, right?
That it is. I'm just.
So you went out
tuning
to
up.
your local coin shop.
I did. Well, to the bank. But that video was of a trip into Vancouver to the coin shop there. Here's my transform, reset. So that is the whole thing. Okay. I got a new camera set up here again, so I'm kind of toying with that. I want to be able to see that. That means I want to see this and this.
Hey,
All right.
Star Coins, Perry Custom, Stone Day, Sterbika, X Boot Liquor. Hello. Good to see everybody in the chat today. Got 9 people watching. 9 likes. There we go.
That's weird. Okay, there's the face. The face is working. Overhead with microscope is working. Microscope by itself is working. All right, that'll basically work as far as I can tell. Hector, thank you for stopping by, brother. My local closer turns to the same block as my bank directly across the street. Going to be hard to avoid now. Ha 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 ha. You're screwed, man. So sorry. Ex-bootlicker. Don't be a bootlicker. Be an ex-bootlicker.
Just don't lick your coins.
Don't lick it. Don't be a current coin licker.
I'll leave that to me and Darren.
He's in trouble. I'm so sorry. I have to just sort of apologize ahead of time. All right.
I'm not trouble.
Ready to rock.
Sometime.
That's kind of the layout I'm going to go with right there. So we're going to dive into rule number 1 here. We got 8 rules to take a quick look through and see what we get. Just for the smell of it, as they say. All right, go with on the floor. Well, I'm going to start with a pile of 96s up in the corner here. And I'm not even going to put a label on them because there's going to be so many of them. The first 3 are 96s. The first 4 are 96s. Look at that. That's insanity. Okay, so we get our first non-96, 2019. Okay. 20, we're going to get 2022. 22. We're going to get some 2021. We're going to get some 2020. We'll get some 2019. We'll get some 2018. And we'll leave it at there for now. So 2019. All right, so we have our first commemorative. Dirty little boat. Forget what year that is, though. It's my loop. You know, it's right in front of me, but I don't know where it is. Where's the loop? Where is my loop? I swear to God, somewhere's right in front of me is this loop, and I don't see it. It
The
has to be.
microscope.
Yeah, I just want to be able to raise things up to my face, though, and give them a quick look. And,
It's not under your microscope there.
no.
Okay. Thought I saw something there.
They're weird.
Starika
So-
moved it.
As soon as I stop looking for it, it'll show up. And I'm so bad I could be staring right at it at times, I swear to God. Oh, there it is. Behind the fan. Where do they put the date on this one? I feel like I should know this. Okay, so that's a 2012. Well, we're already in the 12s, 1918. We'll put the 17 up here because we're not likely to find one. And we'll put the 16 right here. And then the 15. And then the 14. And then the 13. And then the 12. All right. A little slower doing it this way, but my cat likes me. Yes. No, my cat's a little bit ferocious, actually.
Oh.
And the next one that comes up is a 9. So better keep going. 12, 11. We'll go 10 over to here. And then over here to the 09. Got right on tape. All right. Yeah, for shits and giggles, we'll see what piles get really big. Found a 14. 16. Nothing else of note yet. 22. 22. 96.
This new maniac is in the basement.
All right.
Well, greetings to you, mateys.
Hello, sir. Thank you for coming aboard. Welcome to my ship, such as she is.
The galley was quite good, but it's nice to be on deck.
Hi. How have you been?
Much better, much better. Been having fun with all these coins from my son's vending machine company.
Oh, beauty.
I'm just going through a bunch of the last ones that I have to look at. Managed. These are all the ones that I've got that are of note to make available, including the black toonie, which I was surprised to see in a vending machine.
Well, at least the vending machine is set up to take toonies, so you got that chance.
True.
Could you imagine if if it didn't take it, then I don't know, 06 here. Oh,
So you're doing the same thing I'm doing,
7,
except
06,
I gotta go through that
05,
little pile.
04, something like that. Yeah, when you got a source of coins, you're in better shape for sure, and it's nice if it's family and all that.
Oh, absolutely.
The negotiation, what?
With vending machines, Patrick,
Yep.
hard to find silver in them because the silver is weighted differently.
That's right.
A lot of the vending machines are weighted for the new coins.
So it won't take them; it just rejects them at the bottom for the most part.
Yeah.
The way that you find them in the coin counters.
I'm not too worried about the silver at this stage of the game, even though it's nice to find it. But when I find stuff like this,
Oh yeah, for sure.
like okay,
Nice, yeah, sure.
I like finding commemoratives. I've only looked at 5. Oops, I just lost that one. Hey, where did you run away from? Come back here.
Look at the beauty of it; you can find it again,
True.
like recycling. That's a good thing.
Recycling. That's like getting on your bike after you've fallen off.
At least once.
Oh, dog, stop snoring.
I knocked my cousin off his bike one time while we were riding, I was being dumb, and I did like a wiggle, and we were riding alongside, and I knocked him off his bike into the ditch. I wasn't that popular as a cousin that summer.
Oh, unusual to find one of these in Canada these days. A 91 American quarter.
Wish you'd find a 91 Canadian quarter, would you?
Yeah, no kidding. There you go.
You know what?
It'd be an awesome to come across one of those.
I was gonna say I don't like that exactly. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Okay, we're on roll number 2. All we got was the ship, and that was not that big of a deal for sure.
Oh,
Not much to share there.
I
What am I
found a
doing?
big ripper.
Yeah, it's a 2018. I feel like I should put something underneath there in the meanwhile. My current coveted piece, 1872, 50-cent piece, extremely low mintage.
Excellent.
Yes, it's for a page in my book that has got nothing on it so far. So when I do manage to put that one in, it will be the first on that page. I'm pretty happy with that. It cost a little bit to actually get into my hands, but I think it was well worth it, honestly. I think it's actually worth every bit of what I paid for it, almost exactly, honestly. If you look at it and do the research, it strikes me like I made the exact right deal. So that's a good feeling.
You should take a picture of your page of the ones that you're missing and send it to me so that next time I go to the super flea market here in town, I can check the vendors. We got coin dealers in there that don't have the overhead that a lot of the brick and mortar stores have, and I can pick up something. That's where I look for all my key dates and my older coins now.
All right, there's the first Black Beauty of the day, and since it's come up, I've looked at the edge of the rest of these, and that's the only Black Beauty we're going to get out of this roll. But there she blows, as they say.
Excellent.
That's what she didn't say. Not at all.
So I'm
Never said
guessing that they made more than 5 million of those.
Well, I don't know. What does
I
it say?
don't think so. I think that's 5 million was the total number.
Okay.
And if we can't trust the mint number, what can we trust? Then none of the numbers are. They're all suspect.
True. It'd be like trusting our government.
Don't do that. Just re-elect that other guy. I mean, elect that other guy. Pardon me. Don't re-elect anyone. In fact, I don't care who it is. Don't re-elect them. They've blown it. They don't deserve it. I don't care who they're with. We should just throw out everybody who's in and put in everybody who's out and see if that makes any difference at all.
Need to make a
I think they
sound.
did that in the States once.
That was called the American Revolution.
You're out. Oh,
You're
well, I know where
fired.
that one is. Cramp in your hand, coin on the floor. See how that works out?
Yeah. I got all the ones I dropped, which was a lot.
Well, I got one bouncing around down there now. I'll get it later. I can see it. Just not going to do that kind of work right now. So one black one so far in this. Nothing else to speak of.
Hey, Hector, interest in coins. Hello. Hello, 710 oil upside down.
He's my brother in America. So, Hector, I got a call from a friend of mine. Well, no, that's not really true. I got a call from a previous student who was a student with me in grade school and then in high school. And because we were manhandled by the teachers, in other words, beat on at times, corporal punishment was the order of the day. There are some people who were corporally punished that now, 50 years later, are up in arms about it.
What?
So people are contacting me and asking me if I want to put my name or add my name to the class action lawsuit as a result of this mistreatment that we took when we were in grades 8 through 12. And firstly, I never did take any mistreatment. I was a good student and didn't have any problems. But also, we were sent to a private school that if you were a kid, it was known that if you were a kid who got thrown out of public school, you could be put in our school and you wouldn't be thrown out. But your parents signed off on corporal punishment. Like,
Corporal
so,
punishment was the order of the day, whether you were in school or at home.
well, this is it. So, the fact that anybody would bring it up now, and it's funny because this guy was the school bully. So now,
What the heck?
I mean, if those teachers made it difficult for you to go to school daily, if you were somehow traumatized by them, for me, that was you. So I'm not really behind the movement, unfortunately. And I mean, it's not that I don't feel for anybody who felt bad at a time, but there's a time and place to settle these scores. 50 years later is not the time, no matter who you were in the whole thing. But also, when you're one of the chief antagonists of the whole situation, boy, don't expect me to get my crying towel out. And boy, you got balls. You always did have balls, but now you're looking for a payday.
Yeah, and that's all that is. I
That's-
mean, I could see if it was a sexual assault or something like that, but in the day, we went through Frosh Week, and which was absolutely brutal.
Well, that's at the college level too, though, or higher level than.
Oh yeah, well, I'm talking
school.
high school. We started with Frosh Week,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah, I guess we did too. Come to think of it, and that would have been grade 8.
grade 8 was the last. For me, grade 8 was the last year in public school. You went grade 9 to 13. 13 was 12 was junior matriculation, and 13 was senior matriculation.
Well, we got a, sorry, we got
little different then.
We did get a 2000 knowledge, or the 3 bears as they call them, les trois bears.
Oh, that's a good one to find. Okay, I'm up to 3 decent commemoratives I've found in my quarters.
07. 07s don't come up very much, but there's one, and there's another as I speak of it, and a 96. Yeah, again, now's just not the time. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was a different time. Come on, I mean, back in my day, we had mandatory cadets, and we had a rifle range in our school that we fired 22 caliber rifles. They're actually Lee Enfields that were converted, and it was nothing to see a bunch of kids wandering through the halls with rifles slung over their shoulders, going to the spare room to go clean the weapons.
yeah, different time.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Can't do
We
that
had
now.
of course, the male and females did not go to gym or swimming together. They were completely separate. And the big thing with swimming is that there were no bathing suits. We skinny dipped. There's no swim trunks when we went swimming. I mean, I'd like to see them do that today.
No, you wouldn't.
Not in a million years. Yeah, it was completely different. We used to settle our fights at the corner. Bully picked on you. You stood up to him. You either got your head kicked in or you beat the crap out of him. Regardless, you gain the respect of the bully and the rest of the kids who all gathered around, watched. And if you stood up to them, then they had respect for you.
When I got home, my dad would already have the news, either from my mom or some kind of a report that would reach him. And he would look at me and he'd just ask me if it had to happen. And I said, yeah, Dad, it had to happen. And he'd say, okay.
Yep.
He knew my temperament.
Yeah, I didn't want to get spankings from my dad. He was big on the belt, a broom, or anything else he'd get his hands on.
All right,
Whatever
we're
was
busting
close,
open
right?
another roll and not really seeing a lot of paint or anything fantastic. Not
I'm on the
fantastic
same
at all.
way.
We got another boat, though. Boats are
I
good.
I found 4 commemorative so far, which isn't bad.
Wooden spoon.
Well, the truth
Wooden
is,
spoon, oh yeah.
you find a pile of
Phone book?
commemoratives or whatever, you've got to pay for them all to keep them. So that's, that's the tough part. I asked the wife, is it all right if I go search some tuning? She says, you can have money to keep what you find? Maybe. And by far the winner chicken dinner 1996 coming out way ahead.
Yes.
At the end, we will look at the piles to see who got what to wear. Was there a 2017? Now we know there's a 2017 glow in the dark tuning. We are all familiar with that.
Right.
Did they also make a standard polar bear that year? No
Sure they
glow, regular polar bear. I think that one is hard as poop to find.
2017?
2017 regular polar bear tuning.
Oh, you're making me look.
They did.
Okay, I don't mind.
Yep, they did.
I don't mind if you look.
I've got them all completed now, so I can timber.
That's a nice looking 96 when you get right down to it.
Yeah, where did my glow in the dark go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's got the round scratches on it. I swear there's a vending machine out there or a coin counter that vending machines use that scratch these coins.
Yeah, they did make a regular one of these for 2017.
I need one of those. I know a couple people who do.
That's the only
I
one
think-
I have.
You know what?
2017 was a busy year. They had the regular polar bear. They had the aurora borealis in colorized and non-colorized, and they also had the Bimmy.
Oh, that's right.
Wow, a 97.
I think I'll just keep that out just for reference. There we go.
I don't know why 1997 certainly doesn't come up very often. I've got a pain at the base of my head, the top of my neck, and it's exasperated by looking down.
At the base of your head? That's not good.
Right at the base of my head where it joins up with my spine, right in the middle, and it makes it worse while I look down at the table and all these coins. It really sucks. Ah. Okay, well, that is a commemorative, but it's the 2002. This is commemorative because of double dates,
Mm-hmm.
but otherwise, no particular pattern.
Look at BH Ringer getting in there with all the details from coinsincanada.com. Thank you.
Be a trigger. Missed you. Oh.
That'd be the place to click on for sure.
I did have one favorite principal when I was in school. When I got in trouble in class, I'd be sent to the principal's office to get a strap, and he would always, it's Mr. Taylor, lovely man. He would sit down, bring out his chessboard, and we play chess. And he'd go, okay, why are you acting up?
Sounds reasonable.
Actually, it was wonderful. Of course, he was the exception.
Almost done.
Well, that's another roll down. Keep going. Surprisingly little coming out of these. I've got a couple of books that I'm putting together for people, but I swear you people who didn't get a hold of me earlier, I'm starting to realize how much harder these are to find. That may affect pricing. Oh, we got a Sir John A. MacDonald right on the top. It's ugly, but there's a very low mintage on these, so we don't got a choice. That's going to be something we hold on to. I don't think it's. I don't think I have much for that in stock at all. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Afterwards, I will. Is that an 08?
Ooh, found another one.
No, an 18. You know what's nice? I took my book to that coin shop, and when I did, the different coins that I was missing, I pointed out to the fellow, and right away he knew whether that coin would only be found as a coin from a mint set. So right away he pointed out a couple. Well, you're not going to find that. You're not going to find that. It's like fair enough, you know. If it was one of those years where the mint set is the only way, I want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I wrote it down or anything, but I do know that some of the ones I'm missing are not going to be ones I'm going to be able to find. I'll have to buck up probably to grab them. And that's fine because mint sets are $7. Big hairy deal.
Perry, that's coin set you have from 1967 that are turning colors. If it's not natural toning, fine, but a lot of those older sets, they get put in that bloody PVC plastic, and it's not good for your coins. Careful with that.
67 is going to be a set with silver in it, though.
Yeah, should.
Yeah, that's the Expo.
Yep. Canada, we love you.
Wow, I would love to find something cool in these coins, but there's none of that going on here. Funny mixture, too. We'll have a quick overview of exactly what was found year-wise. Interesting which ones are few and far between. I think it's time to stretch out and have some coffee, though. So I'm going to just take a pause. The
That's
pause
always
that
a good
refresh.
thing.
Well,
Oh, good to hear. Yeah,
I don't think
Tony's nice.
I don't have to beat any race, here or anything. Dave and I are just looking, just seeing.
Hey, Dave.
Not as chatty as you are.
Feels like a good day for like Voltaire and Wonder Gel or whatever the hell that stuff's called, or
Declofenic.
maybe some morphine.
Oh, morphine.
No.
Just chew a couple of those gummies, then you don't care whether you're hurt or not.
Flintstone's chewable morphine. All right, at 19. An 04. That's like the second 04. So if I was to find a really nice looking 04, I would be excited because I know probably the 04 in my book is rattier.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've decided, black one. That's why I've decided to sort them by year, because then it gives me a really good chance of finding a good one.
Okay, we're getting better all the time here.
Better, better, better. We're getting better all the time. Oh, hiccup. Let me see. Unlock the scope video. Take a little adjustment.
I see them so often, Perry. I don't even bother looking anymore. Once you've seen them, you've seen them.
Which one's? What's that? What's that?
The Northern Lights. I mean, where I'm living, I see them all the time.
Yeah, they get to be a lot like breasts.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Darren.
You know how it is with that. Once you've seen one, you kind of want to see them all.
Especially when you get older, because then you see them less and less.
Hardly seems right.
It hardly seems right. You're right.
So there's the place where I went, J&M Coin and Jewelry on Kingsway in Vancouver. The video is from there, and it's a pretty wicked little place. So I'm sure they do, online and whatnot.
Right?
They certainly have what you're looking for. I'll tell you that. I don't even have to guess. If there's something you're looking for, you should call them. They might not be reasonable, but I bet you they've got one.
Well, they have to make a buck too, so
Well, it's like anything else. You do want to sell what you've got when you've got what you've got if you're in that business. So you would expect some kind of. Got another one of those double daters. Maybe one of the least special of the. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Oh my! Okay, here's a find. This is really nice. And here's the thing. It looks like it came out of a mint set. It's a 2011. This is what we look for. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, that looks good.
It looks
That
pretty
has
clean.
got a brand new home today. Come to me, you wonderful thing. Yeah. I'm not dancing a jig. It just seems like I am.
oh, got one.
What'd you get? Glow?
No, I got a gray cup.
Oh, you're doing quarters?
No, I'm on loonies right now.
Oh, Looney.
It's that
Oh.
2012.
Oh yeah, beauty.
What is it?
Grey Cup.
Right on.
I'm thinking of Stanley Cup. That's a quarter. It's a Stanley Cup. Grey Cup is the Looney, and
CFL.
we don't have a football related toonie yet. Did you
Yeah,
just
from
check out the
the
Northern
Looney.
Lights 2 days ago? I'm not in a place where Northern Lights can be easily seen. I would have to get where it's darker, and I'm very south. I'm actually as south in. Well, that's not true. Never mind. I'm quite south for being west. In
You
the
got
east,
the you got the mountains in the way anyway, and all that bloody overcast and
no, but if you go like when it comes to the border, right? You guys,
Yeah.
you guys dip. Well, not you guys, not Alberta, but in Ontario, they dip way below the 49th parallel, way, way, way. But Abbotsford, where I live, is a border town. I basically have the border right here, right around the corner, 10 minutes from here. To the point where sometimes your cell phone will pick up on a tower from the States. That's a bit of a drag.
got a 92.
Well, that's a 2016. Time to get another roll. Only got 3 left as far as I can tell.
You got someone in the new in the chat, Darren.
Letitia Campbell, hello, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Dim. I'm Dim. Letitia can help you out with your emailing list needs. If you're ever wanting to coordinate your channel and get more serious, make emailing lists and get marketing happening. Letitia's the expert on that kind of stuff.
Ooh, an expert.
You gotta do the things, and she knows what the things are. I only know that there are things, so that leaves me in the dirt. I'm in the dark. I know there's a lot of 96 coins here for no good reason. I like to put together then a whole roll of like all the exact same coin, 96s. Some poor bugger's gonna go, there's a whole roll of 96s. 2009. 2005, 4, 9. Not very many 2009s have come across. My eyes must be better today because I'm not turning to the loop very often to see the age, the date.
I will be selling coins, Leticia.
Letitia, in Canada, these are $2 bills. We don't have paper money for the $2, so we don't use paper money. Everybody uses this coin. Our very first coin, we replaced the $1 bill. We outright replaced it, and we called that coin the loonie because it had the bird, the loon, on the coin, and it just became a natural thing to call it the loonie. So years later, when we replaced the $2 bill with this $2 coin, it just fell to reason that the $2 coin would be called a toonie, even though there's no toonie bird or loony bird or any other kind of bird. There's a polar bear, but we didn't call it a polar bear. We called it a toonie. And I'm going through them looking for commemoratives like this one here, 1852 to 2002. That would be, what would it be? 50 years of the Queen. Queen Elizabeth, and that was her 50-year anniversary. Not a particularly good example of that coin because, of course, it's been out there bashing around. But that's what it's all about there. This is what we're doing. We are going through commemorative coins, are going to find commemorative coins in regular circulating coins
Yepers.
as best we can. And right now, the Queen, and Letitia, you may have missed this, but because of the passing of the Queen, we do have one we're looking for. It's harder to see under the scope. I'll hold it up a little bit, maybe here. Oh, hang on. Face cam. Face cam. This is a $2 coin with a coppery, yellowy center and a black outside. And that is to commemorate the passing of our Queen. Of course, in Canada, the Queen is our Queen. So it has the standard. Actually, put it on the back and the Queen. So we are looking for those, and because they stand out like a sore thumb, they're reasonably easy to find. But there are lots of other commemorative coins we would love to find. Like in 2017, this is a good one. This is a good one because he's a founder of Canada, our first prime minister, and low mintage, hard to find, and that's another one today. Second or third today, actually.
Only 2.8 million of those made.
2.8 is low.
It's low.
Darren Low. That's Darren Low. Darren Low.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? How low can you go? That's how low I can go. Oh my, look at that. I speak of the devil and Satan drops in and gives me another one. So that's another.
Oh,
I'm going to be able to pick through them and decide which ones I like the best.
high points are a little better on that one. What is that? A little bit scruffy on the right side. Is that fuzz? That's fuzz.
Yeah, that matte, black mat it's on is a little bit of a fuzz mat. Hazmat? Is this my first 2003? Wow, okay. First 2003.
Which coin is that, Perry? Is that a loonie you're talking about? Because it's probably the Parliament building.
$2017 with a building on it. I'm not sure. We could look into that, but we're not going to right now. Unless one of our wonderful people in chat do so.
Yeah, he says it is. Yeah, that's the Canadian Parliament building.
Oh, and there's another boat. Wow. Okay, well, I'm not getting anything painted, but I am getting the odd commemorative for sure. I don't know if I can complain too much. On to the next, though. There's this roll. This is the penultimate roll. Penultimate means second from last. So whenever something is second, you can say second from last because last is ultimate. This is penultimate. All right, let's see what we get. 2012. 2012 pile is kind of high. 2011, kind of low. 2004.
So, Darren, what's the significance of the HMS Shannon?
The HMS Shannon. Now, this is how I'm going to figure this out. This is from our great series commemorating the War of 1812. And in the War of 1812, many a decisive battle were fought, but one of the key wins from our side, one that basically said, hey, I think it turned the tide, set the stage, was when a certain boat by the name of the Chesapeake got captured by us. And we rolled that boat into our harbor as a capture of our war efforts. And I believe it was the Shannon that was responsible.
And the interesting thing, a lot of people don't know, it was on the Great Lakes.
We win. Just saying.
Yeah, actually, the Essex and Kent Scottish Regiment of Windsor, Ontario, just recently, within the last couple of years, received their battle honor from the War of 1812.
Nice. Better late than never.
Yeah.
We're working on it. All right, there's another 3 bears. Commemorating what? Knowledge. Knowledge is good, and I can't really fault knowledge.
Okay, here's some trivia for Darren. Do you know the name of the mama bear there?
No, I do not know the name of the mama bear there, but I would say it has something to do with Winnipeg. Maybe Winnie.
It doesn't, actually.
Oh, okay.
Some guy was named after Churchill.
That's not the mama bear named Nick.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Ooh, we've got a challenge. Look in the books, boys.
Churchill is a bear, but it isn't that bear.
On the regular toonie, with the single bear, the name of the bear is Churchill.
The bear named Churchill is on... Oh, I got another...
Or a polar bear, I should say.
There's one loonie with the bear that has the sun shining behind. That bear, and only that bear, is Churchill.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Do I sound unsure? Did you hear me stutter?
No, but I think you're wrong.
You can think that all you want.
I'm never wrong, just technically incorrect a lot.
I should say that.
Too bad you're not a betting man.
I'm
Wish
stealing.
Mike Panucci was here. He likes to bet on things. Now, if you go to... Hang on, let's just dial
I'm
this
gonna
up
go
here
out the
for a
back and
moment.
look now.
There you are.
Ooh. Oh, nope. Got excited for nothing.
Churchill's only on the 2006. Now that's toning. Oh my gosh.
All right, there's Churchill. He stands alone. There are rays of sunshine behind him. And he's a completely different polar bear than on the others. And like you said, 2006. That's the only bear that is Churchill.
I didn't. I thought they were all.
I think I met him up there. He tried to break down the wall of the mess hall.
Okay. Thought that was all of them. My mistake.
I would never steer you wrong, Nick. Not even to be right. Churchill, Manitoba, too, is the one of the places where bears hang out. If you want to
Polar
go,
bear capital of Canada.
you want to go see them, that's where you go, and that's one of the reasons why that name was an obvious pick. Now there was a raffle to determine who the name would be, and there were some other names. Wilbert, there was Plouf, Plouf, very French, Plouf. But the Name Our Bear contest winner was Churchill.
Aha!
Boop.
I heard a boop.
I did,
Someone
but
in the
there's
back
nobody
there?
in the basement, so I looked up and saw nobody. Huh? I looked for them and they were not there. Huh?
Could it be the
2009, eh?
ghost?
You're trying to be a voyageur.
I got the very last roll, eh? I'm going to open it now. Huh?
Yeah.
That is all there is to it. Eh?
We got Coeur de Bois in the house.
Coeur de Bois. Lanche de Bois. All right, one last rollage. We'll see how she goes. But this one has not been very nice. Not a single painted anything. Tell you, those of you who've got orders in for books from me are getting a deal because book prices are going up.
Oh,
Can't
very
find any darn. Oh, not bad. Let's kick it off with a good one.
Perry's got a Vimy.
We got a none of it, but because this is one of the earliest of the toonies that are commemorative, they are usually got the poop smashed right out of them. This does not have the poop smashed out of it. Very cool. It's nice to get a nice looking Nunavut, even if it's just for stock. Then if one of you gets a toonie book from me, I know for sure I can get you one that doesn't look like a junkety junk. And this one does not. It's nice. So beauty.
It's
None
in
of
good
it-
shape. It's in good shape, but when I look at those ones, I always feel like I've eaten too many gummies.
Well, just go out and get yourself a workout beating on the drum and you'll feel better. That's how this guy handles it. All right, let's keep looking through this last roll and get her done. We're going to get out the side camera and take a look at how big these piles are. Whoa. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Another,
you found one?
this is a 2004. It's gorgeous. Oh my God. So that is just gorgeous. Okay, beautiful. And we're going to leave that right there. That is like scratch free in every way. That's a nice thing about these things, you know. After you've looked at enough of them, you get a feel, an eye feel, if you like. And when you just look at it, if it's kind of run of the mill, you might get pushed by it a little. You're like, that's pretty good. But then every once in a while, one just jumps out of you and says, "What the heck are you doing?"
12,908,000 was the mintage on those ones.
Nice. That is also half of what it halfways is most of the time. 25, 26 million, I think, is kind of normal.
Hey,
But I don't know. Seaweeds in the house. Thank you, sir. You want to come up? We're just pounding through my last roll. We're going to do a little sideways gander at what there actually was years-wise in the rolls for fun. We really didn't find a lot, but we did find a few. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be complaining. Got another double date here that looks pretty good. We're going to put it up there. It is the double date 50-year. I'll end up putting those in a pile, checking them against what I have in stock, and only keeping, 3 or 4 of the ones that are appropriate to go into books for people. And that way, when you call me and tell me you'd like a book, if you should ever happen to do that, I can make sure that what I'm putting for you, that's not the result of a coin search or 2, but the result of a refined coin search over many coin searches to make sure that we've got the best from circulation for you. And like I say, aside from when I do need to buy a mint set, all my books are populated with coins right out of circulation. Make
Mhm.
no, make no, you know, guarantees of the quality. Just the best I can get, always.
Yep. Seaweed Coins would like you to send a link.
All right. Seaweed, just pop. I'm gonna pop it into the chat. Use it right away, and then I'm gonna remove it. And anybody who isn't you isn't getting up. So just so you know, don't bother. But it's all good.
Ooh.
Once you've copied it, if you put a little something in the chat for me, that'd be good. Waiting on that.
Ooh.
2022. Pretty nice for 2016. Pretty nice for 2018. 2016.
The host can see you. I'm in the show.
You are in the
Hello.
show, absolutely, positively.
Hey, Colin, how's it going?
How you doing?
Doing okay.
Good morning, sir.
Ooh, I get a sir.
Cleaning
Hello.
the mess up on my desk.
I love it.
Well, that is it. I've been able to search all the roles that I've got. So, once again, this is the second search in a row where I've not found anything painted. So, that's getting harder to do. It's not part of my.
I did all right for my 10-roll hunt with Marty.
What did
Although
you find?
hunt. I found 1947 King George 47 Maple Leaf. I found a 1953 large date shoulder fold, and I found a 1963 in 10 rolls.
See, you said that 47 Maple Leaf. My hackles just stood on end because I'm looking for a 47 Maple Leaf silver dollar.
Oh, well, you might have a while finding that because they're pretty tough.
Yeah, I know.
I have in 1947. I have a 50-cent piece collection. That's my forte. I have every Canadian 50-cent piece from 1937 to present, except for one of the 4 1947 varieties. They made 4 of them, and the only one I don't have is the 1947 curved to the right 7 with the maple leaf. Okay, that's a $1,400 coin.
Now you got me wondering.
Yeah.
Where's my
Because there are 4. I have 3 of the 4 varieties. But when you look up your Canadian 50-cent piece, you'll see 2 of them that have maple leaves. One is a 47 with the bottom of the 7 that's curved to the left, and one of them is a 47 with the bottom of a 7 curved to the right. And it is the curve to the right maple leaf 1947 that I don't have. Or CR7, as they call it.
Wow.
Okay, I've got the 47 straight, 47 curved.
Yeah.
The 47 maple leaf.
There is a 47 curved to the right 7 with no maple leaf. That's common.
Yeah.
There's also a 47 curved to the left maple leaf, both maple leaf and common curved to the left. But the hard one to find is the 1947 curved to the right 7 with the maple leaf. So the bottom of the 7 will be curved to the right.
Now you got me wondering. Here we go.
Because there's 4 varieties.
Well, those are the ones that have been under the scope, kind of. And this is what the aftermath was with this many 96s. We got a decent pile of 22s, 21s, 20, 19, 18, nothing from 17. One lone 97. So, gosh.
Okay.
We got Lots of, a couple of 11s, only a couple. A big pile of 12s, not so many 13s, not so many 14s. Bigger pile of 15s, great big pile of 16s. No 2017s that were glow in the dark or any other. We got some 09s, no 08s, some 07s, 06s, 05s, 04s, and 03s. You can see what the numbers were. That's out of 8 rolls, and that's how she broke down today. I'm going to start tossing back into rolls, and then we'll look closer at what the actual...
You got a black rim too, did you?
Oh, we got a couple of black rims in the whole ordeal.
I just gave one of those away tonight.
I gave 2 away yesterday. It's time to start giving them away. I found enough for stock.
Hello, John Chung.
So it's time to put them into the contest and get them out to friends.
I got to give away thousands of them when I worked with the Mint there this last, a month and a half ago?
As you can see, stock isn't bad on the
You
black
work
roll.
with the Royal Canadian Mint, do you?
As a volunteer, every time they come and do the exchanges.
I did hear, and is it true, they are not minting 2023 coins, correct? They only come
That's
in the...
correct. Nothing for circulation. You'll get your 2023s only in sets.
Yeah, I do have the set. However, the 2023 Looney has moose on it.
No.
Yeah, you should take a good look.
No.
The sets they
No.
vary. You get different ones.
No,
Can you-
that is
okay.
not correct. That is not correct.
So
The
then
20
there's...
What, am I not being heard here? The 2023 set that you can buy with the 2023 on the front is going to have the moose loony, and it's not going to have the 50-cent piece. That is not the mint set you want to buy.
That's
The
right.
mint set that you want just came out. It has the double dates all the way across, the standard loony as the standard loon as the loony, and it has the 50-cent piece. So
Okay.
the true mint set just came out. I
Okay.
ended up buying both. And,
That's the one you want.
Okay.
Actually, it looks
Because
just
I
like,
do need the
this is the one you need.
okay, because I do need the PL set for 2023 if they have a PL set.
Well, in this case, it's the set that is always
Yeah.
presented in these plastics.
Yeah, that's a PL set. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's the set you need. I've already
That's what I
harvested.
need. Yeah.
But there's everything else is double date.
Because
and
that's the only way
otherwise-
to get the 50-cent piece. See?
Yeah, that's the only way to get the 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
Other than you could probably buy a roll, maybe. I don't know. But
Uh,
anyway, I didn't even look. But
I
yeah,
do, I do have 2022 rolls, but a 50-cent
Yes.
piece.
So, anyways, that is the knowledge that I have on the mint set situation for 2023. And it's time to start throwing them back into rolls. I
Yeah.
could.
That's the okay. That's the 2022 50-cent piece that I got in rolls. There's the 2022.
Were you just now showing us the end of the roll?
Well, no, that's one I just took out of a roll.
I think I might need a 2022 50-cent piece, unless
Oh, yeah?
I got one from Patrick a while back. Was that the 21s you got, Pat? Remember when you sent out some 50-cent pieces?
Oh, good grief! You want me to? I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Never mind. It's all
'Cause
right.
if that's the case, I still have your dollars here for your dime bag, Darren. So
Cool.
if you do need that, I'll throw the 22 in too, because I have another 20. I have an extra 22. So if you find you need one. Oh, the provincial quarters. Did you say you needed a Yukon?
Got me counting to 25 here. Hang on. Provincial quarter Yukon.
Because they are the hard one to get.
I need a Ontario, a Newfoundland, a Manitoba, British Columbia, in April, a January.
Oh, okay. No, you don't need
Is that
Yukon.
from 92?
I believe. Hang on a second. Where is the date on it? Yeah, this is 92. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I have that.
Okay.
I'm missing BC, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Northwest Territories, Ontario, and then January and April of the date set.
All right.
Otherwise, that's good.
Because the $2 here I've got for you are a 1980, which you were missing,
You know what?
and a 1980, which you were missing, the Voyager dollar, and a 1984 Voyager dollar.
You know what? I'm going to ask you to keep those, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think somebody sent them. I got
Okay.
them. It was the 1984, right?
An 80
were
and an
they?
84, yeah.
80 and then 84. And the 84 was I got it. Yeah, no, because I went to the coin store the other day,
Yeah.
and they had such nice ones at a good price.
Okay.
There's a couple that I got. So no, keep those. They're good.
Yeah, and I don't blame you because you can get these in fairly decent condition anyway. I mean, they're not expensive. You can.
Well,
buy
this
them.
is just it. When I was there, I said, well, there's some coins I'd like. And he says, well, tell me what you want. And he just whips out his little piece of paper, right? And so I just started mentioning everything that there was a hole. And so he wrote down all the dates and he says, I'll be right back. And I said, no, wait. How much are these? And he says, well, for these dollars, a couple of bucks, maybe $3 in MS 60, 65. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what if I only want to spend like 15 or 20 bucks at this point? And he says, well, let's get these ones. And we picked a few and he went and got them and they were beautiful. And that's part of what I got that day. So that's how I got them. And yeah, they were not in, any problem for him. This is why I say this coin store, it looks to me like they literally got everything. When it came to these ones, he didn't go to any display cabinet. He went downstairs to the vault. I went with him, and there's like a place where downstairs in the basement, there's like literally a high security door and one of those pass-through windows with the multi-pane glass.
Yeah.
And he made his order for the coins. Somebody in the back went and got him, passed him through the multi-pane glass like a money mart, and that's how we got him. Like they got what they got upstairs in the cases, that's for show, but the real go is downstairs in the vault.
I'll show you something if you want to make me large that I got the other day as a Tim Hortons find. If you want to make me large.
Tim Hortons find.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it's only a nickel, but this is a 1964 nickel. Look at that. Can you believe it?
I love nickels. They wear so well.
Nice luster.
It's an easy MS62. This is a $5 or $6 coin all day long, and I got this in change.
Yeah.
No problem at all. In this condition, of course. Sadly, it's not the 64 extra waterline, which I would have been dancing in the seats had that been the extra waterline, because it would have been better than the one that I have.
Still not bad for a nickel.
No. But you very rarely ever get these in this condition, in circulation. So I was back over there quite quickly because that tells me somebody's dumping.
Yeah.
When they're dumping them in that condition, right?
I was at the Donair store before this broadcast grabbing my lunch, and I had a few of my coins with me. One of them was this one, and I was trying to show them the kind of thing that could be found. So I showed him.
A 60. Oh, that's in pretty good shape too. That's got some of the laurel wreath there left on the head. Oh yeah, you're looking. That's an EF 45 or better. Yep.
Trying to show them what to watch for in their change and whatnot.
Yep. That's no slouch. That's decent to get in your change. That condition.
So I got the 47 straight maple leaf.
Yeah, that's a common one. Yes.
Yeah.
Or curved to the left 7. Yes, as they call that, straight maple leaf.
Yeah.
The bottom of the 7 is slightly curved to the left, right?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But what I'm looking for is the curve to the right 7.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I.
By the
I've
way,
been collecting
Colin,
for 50 plus years.
Yeah.
do you ever come across any extra of the bird from the 67? Let me know.
Yes, I have those in BU condition. How many do you want, Nick?
I just need one. I need one really nice one.
Okay, no problem. I've got a bunch of them in easy MS63. Easy MS63,
Pop
fresh
me
out
one
of the
aside.
loop.
I need to do a replacement for my set that I have.
Okay. Not a problem. That's the bird scent, right?
Yeah.
Do you
I
want
can never find one that's nice.
you want one of the double date ones too, if I can find it? Because
No,
there's a
that's
variety in those too. Is that
No, that's okay.
okay?
Just the regular one.
Yeah. Okay, Nick, I can do that for you.
Thank you. And Patrick, thank you for all those coins again. That's awesome. I still have to go through a bunch of them.
Oh, my pleasure. I mean, I've got to the point now where it's either going to be giveaways or pass them over. My grandson's got as many as he can handle right now, so I knew you'd appreciate a few.
Nick, I don't know if I have your mailing address or not, but I'll get it.
Oh, just hold on to it for right now. If I come across something else I need that you have, yeah.
Yeah.
No
Don't worry
rush,
about it.
no rush.
We'll think of something. Don't worry about it. I'm not. It's only
I'll
a
give you
penny.
trade. We can trade something.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Down the road there might be something, right? You never know, right?
Right. Okay.
I'm good. I'm good with that. I mean, it's a penny.
I finally went through that entire mess of coins on my desk.
Yeah. Do you want it in a flip, or do you want it just in an envelope, or just in a plastic holder?
Plastic.
Okay.
Plastic works.
Cool. Can do.
Because I'm going to put it with my set.
Okay.
You got through all those coins on your desk. You did some good work.
Yeah, that's why I was
The
so
only reason-
quiet.
The only reason why I have those so good is that deal I made with that retired coin dealer that was here where I live. I got a bunch of real nice pennies. You should see some of the nice pennies I got. He had some of the high end 50s, 40s, and 50s high ends with luster. Beautiful.
Awesome.
I had to upgrade some of my book. I couldn't resist it. Right?
Yeah.
Well, there used to be a coin dealer here where I live. I'm in a town about 15 minutes outside the city of Halifax, and he had a coin shop here, and he's a real nice guy. And it was called Nova Coins, and he's retired now, and he works sort of semi out of his house, but he's getting out of it and just staying into the checks and the I forget what else he was saying. He's getting rid of most of his coins, so I was able to make a pretty lucrative deal for his coins and some of his nickels, so I did quite well.
Oh, good stuff.
So
Yeah.
I even have empty containers, empty nickel and penny containers, used ones he sold me, and a bunch of his boxes. He had a set of buffalo nickels, American buffalo nickels,
Yeah.
and I went through them, and one of the buffalo nickels in there was a key date 1931S. Buffalo nickel. So I can't complain about that.
Oh, not at all.
I got most of those for face. All right.
So are you on the Shearwater side or the other way?
I'm there's a little town, okay, closer to the Bedford Basin, yes.
Yeah.
That I live in. I don't want to really divulge the town, but it's what the heck? I live in Lower Sackville. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know it.
So that's where I live, right?
Yeah.
But it's about 15 minutes from Halifax, maybe a little less, right?
Yeah, I sent my daughter to university there. She went the University of Dalhousie.
Yeah, I put my son through 4.5 years at Dalhousie. Yes.
Yeah, she was a nurse.
Computer science, my son.
Cool.
Yeah, that's who I use as my tech advisor to help me set up all this stuff.
Yeah, smart.
Put
Well,
'em through school and use them. There you go.
well, yeah, that's what. Well, that really wasn't my plan because I didn't know if down the road I'd ever be live streaming. And it wasn't until about 2019 that I started doing this, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided I'd get into it a little bit more. This whole laptop's getting to the point now where she's getting a lot of lag, so I think I might have to start getting a better one. He's going to purchase me a scope. It starts with a J. I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's about $60. It's also a manual focus one, and it has the stand that doesn't have that one shaft where it wobbles too much if you move it. This one has an actual turn knob that it's got to go up and down. So Dimebag Darren, believe it or not, told me to go that route. Don't get the one with the. So I did. I took your advice here, Dimebag. Yeah. But it starts with a J. It's about $60. This one, but it's a 1080p. So
Yeah,
just
mine's a cheap Chinese knockoff. That's what I got there.
Actually, that looks just about like the one I'm going to get.
Yeah,
Pretty close.
works just fine.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter to me as long as it, you know, as it focuses properly, right? Because you know,
Yeah,
I have, and I also was able to get tons and tons of American. I have literally thousands of pennies, thousands and thousands of Canadian and American pennies. Yeah. You know, because of this deal that I got from.
oh, that's good. Yeah, I got a chap down in Jacksonville, Florida. I got him hooked on collecting Canadian,
Yeah.
and he says, "Well, do you want any American stuff?" I says, "Yeah, I'd like to start collecting the U.S. stuff." Well, holy mackerel! And he sent me so much. He sent me so much that I literally had to order some albums in. Not the best one; they're just the Littleton ones. But these are
really?
Oh shit!
this is all my American stuff right here.
That's one thing I
Right.
don't. That's one thing I don't have is a used Jefferson, or not a used, or I should say a used Lincoln Back Memorial penny book.
Yeah,
I don't have one of those.
I broke a flip.
Hang on one second. I'll be right back.
Call the medic.
place is a mess right now.
Putting stuff away, and I broke my flip for my 1983 proof coin.
You broke it.
Broke the flip, and I don't have.
Yeah, I decided to start collecting the U.S. presidential dollars. Apparently, they're not that popular down the States.
Oh, really?
But I picked up a really nice album from Lighthouse. And I've got the whole collection. The only way you get the new set, you get one from Philadelphia, one from Denver. And the only way that you get a new coin is when the presidents drop dead.
Oh, yeah.
No presidents or past?
No, it's got all the ones right up to the last one that's out there. It's George W. Bush.
So I guess Jimmy Carter will be up there soon.
Jimmy Carter, I don't want him to go, but you know what? He has had a really long and fruitful life.
I'll be right back. I just grabbed the wrong box.
He had a bad presidency, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
did more out of office than he did in.
What he did with Habitat for Humanity was really impressive. I'm hearing a lot of weird sounds today.
I think it's coming through Darren.
Example here. I'll just give you an example of what I got for U.S. coins. Okay.
Yeah.
This is an entire roll of 1969 SBU. Okay. That's some of the deals I got. 1970D BU. Okay. We're looking at 1965. I don't know about a mint mark. I'll have to look for a mint mark on these ones. Yeah, these are 65 Philadelphia. All BU. What else? There's all kinds of them in here. Like, you know, I no doubt I scored big time.
Oh, yeah.
Like 1959 BU. Okay. Another 1959. You know, and some of these are probably mixed. This is a 50. These are 59 Philadelphia. Okay. So, and these all came in rolls, and I got these for like, you know, literally just barely over face. Okay. 1960D BU. I mean, right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 46 rolls from 1959 to about 1971 BU. Okay. Some of them are P's, D's, and S's,
Right.
the same date, but still, that's crazy.
You're gonna have to get yourself some good albums.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a Linkin Back album. That's the only thing. I've got a Weedy album, but I don't have a Linkin because I didn't expect these to fall in my hands.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I went on eBay and picked mine up there. I said,
Yeah,
okay.
Like, I mean, if I had known that was going to happen, right, I would have been all over that, right? But these are just some of the like this type of score I got, like, and let's just put it this way: I got these for about copper price. That's all.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those 69S's alone, you could probably get $2-3 a piece for those, easily. I would think, right, in that condition, right? Even if you didn't get that much, even if you got $1 a piece, it's still worth the money,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, here in Canada, copper's about $5.25 a pound, right? Where I'm at, anyway, right? So, I mean, I'd be a fool not to buy them for copper price.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know right now I can with that many BUs and all those, I know I could easily get my money back. So that's why I want to start an online store, and my son's gonna set me up with an online store later on once I get better at this, right?
Yeah, I'd be looking at some of the different, besides eBay. Look at some of the other online stores that you get involved with.
Oh, definitely, yeah. No doubt about that.
eBay is their shipping rates are ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding.
Their fees are ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah. But I mean, that, like, this guy did me very, very well. I have, let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. There's almost 40 rolls of Canadian there. BU from about 1937 to what looks like about 1962 or 63.
Yeah.
You know.
You have no albums at all for the Canadian?
I use a binder and 2 and 3 and 2x2 flips.
Oh, okay.
For my Canadians,
that's
right?
fine.
Yeah. But for my US coins, I only ever used just the cardboard albums because I didn't have enough over the years to worry about putting them in 2x2 flips, right? Well, when a deal like this drops in your lap, you got to figure,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, now it's time for me to get better albums. And, and I mean, getting a Dansko, well, they don't make a Dansko album here, but I don't know if they have those slide-in plastic albums for US ones here or not.
Well, they do, but like Dansko's producing again, but they're really expensive. Oh my God.
I'll tell you what.
They're
that's
made
the big
basically.
red ones.
Covers look nicer. Yeah, just talk about what we're talking about here. These are the lighthouse ones.
I don't use those because I use 2x2 flips and binders, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why is because I work at an office product company, so I can get binders that have a little bit of damage and they might have a little scratch on the front cover. I can get them for free.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, but you talked about wanting the ones where the plastic slide in and out, and that's what these are.
Yeah,
Right? These are the equivalent of the Dansko today.
I'd like to get those in American ones. They're tough to find here.
Yeah, they're expensive. They really.
Yeah. Well, I'd even take the push-in ones if they had them. I don't care.
Oh well, they've got Littleton, and they've got what's the other one that's there? Forgot the name of it.
The tough thing I'm finding hard to get here too also is Nicodate. You ever try to get Nicodate in Canada? I've got about 19 Buffalo nickels here that don't have a date.
I was looking for you. They're calling on Amazon. Can't find it.
I know. Where are they getting it in the States from?
Oh, they get it online. They can buy it there. But
You can
trying
buy
to
it
get it across
Amazon
the border, good luck.
US, but you can't get it in Canada. So So we need one of our American friends
So
to buy it and
nice.
get to the send it to you.
Yeah, I suppose like what I might do is maybe I'll talk to Power Spare Time because I'm a member of his channel and see if I can. Oh yeah, those are nice. I like those. I really do. They are a nice album.
Yeah, and that's the presidential dollars I was
Yeah.
talking to you about, eh?
Oh yeah, I got a few of those. Somebody the other day, somebody handed me a couple. So, geez, I got these. Are these fake? I said, well, no, they're presidential dollars. I said they used them in the States. I said they're a perfectly legit dollar. I said, you know, I said, so he sold them to me for $1. I said, okay, I'll buy them from you for $1.
Oh hell yeah!
If you're worried about them, I said, so he sold them to me for $1. I said, okay, I only had 3 or 4 of them, but I took them. I don't care.
Oh yeah!
Oh, very
You know,
nice,
right?
Perry Custom Cards.
Very custom cards. Cool. How you doing? Nick, the Leafs were down. We're losing 2-1 the last time I looked.
Yeah, I don't hear no screaming upstairs, so.
Yeah,
I hear Joe Biden doesn't like the Leafs. Eh?
Oh yeah, I heard. Oh, don't. do that.
You know, it's funny when I watched him here in Canada. That man actually was able to put a sentence together. I don't believe it. Because
Are you sure he wasn't reading the teleprompter?
Yeah, he just looks so dozy when you see him. You know what I mean? He looks like he's on something. He really does. I don't mean to criticize him like that, but I mean, you know, he looks high. I hate to tell you that, but he does.
The Imodium he's
Caroline.
taking.
You know, right? I mean, it's just. I'm sorry, but it's just he looks like he reminds me of Dopey, one of the 7 Dwarfs. You know.
Yeah, he's Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's perfectly fine, but it's just that I just get the impression
No,
that
he's
it just
not.
when you look straight into his eyes, he looks like he's just staring off in oblivion, like you know. And I mean,
He
I don't know.
reminds me a lot of my father-in-law who has dementia.
Well, that's possible. I have no idea, but you know, because he just, you know,
I think it's
I
pretty
don't know.
close.
Perry, I'm going to address Perry Custom Cards.
okay.
Go to the website of West Edmonton Coin and Stamp, and they ship worldwide. So if you want a book for Canadian coinage, they can send it there. You just have to look up and order what you want.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to put this box of pennies away.
Okie dokie.
And in my case, the guy close to me is J&M Coin and Jewelry on Kingsway in Burnaby. You can look that guy up and ask him if you're looking for something. He's likely to have it too.
Yeah,
These places are happy to take your money and send you
you
things.
doggone right there.
I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
got it down to a science.
Nope, I'm going to have to grab some more coins here so I can do some rolls.
Oh,
Yes.
do I do the next batch of coins, Darren, or do I take a break for the night?
I don't know. How have you done so far? Did you
I've
find
gone
anything good yet?
through- I've gone through about 800 coins.
That sounds like a lot of work already. You could take a break.
Holy
And
smokes.
that was before I came on too with you. I had a
Jack
bunch of-
Gallman in the house. Thanks for stopping by, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Hello. No, this is a lot of silver in here. That's all. Well, not all silver. Some of these should be in the other ones.
So we found a really nice Nunavut. These two here, the dates are on the other side, but they're like gorgeous. And they're gonna find their way into my book. 2004 and a 2011. I don't know how they ended up looking so good, but they're gorgeous. Got a few of the double dates, of course. Not too hard to find, so we've got a couple
yeah.
of those to look at and decide.
You,
We
you,
did
you,
get a couple of ships.
you did check for your counterfeits, right?
I don't so much, honestly.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of the Sir
Sir
John
John
A's.
A's. Yeah.
And then we rounded out with
Half decent shape.
that's it. John A and John A. We
That's
got 4
pretty good
John
finds
A's.
for the John A. McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 John A's. That's quite a few, actually. You're right.
That's
When you get right down to it.
that's odd. That's someone putting stuff back into circulation.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a dump. Yeah.
Well, I think that if there's anything that sort of indicates the dump, it's this 2004,
Yeah,
2011.
those are in good shape.
Oh, they're really nice. As soon as I
That
saw
one-
it, I thought
That
that's
one's real.
something just not quite right with it, you know?
No, 2004 is one of those dates that you can get counterfeit, but that one's not. I can tell you that right now.
Not that
I
I
thought-
thought it was not quite right from the point of view of counterfeit. Just it shouldn't look so nice. Those big open fields on Canada and $2, they get murdered.
Yeah.
You know, to have one like this is really nice. And it's the other one that I found is the same, maybe even nicer, honestly.
That one's good too. Yeah. Yeah, 2004 is one of the dates that you can find counterfeits.
Yeah, I got my one counterfeit one. That's it. Everything else I'm popping back into circulation.
1996 mostly. The one I've got here is a 96.
Is it?
Which one?
Maybe
did I
that's
get?
why there are so many 96s. There's always twice as many 96s as any other.
Well, they over minted the 96s anyway, right? That's one of the highest mints of all the tunies is the 96. Because it was first
Which is the
year, right?
best one to hide your counterfeits in for sure.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go through this one too.
I just dug this 31S nickel out if anybody wants to see it. It's buffalo nickel.
Oh, there's a set, Colin, of my. Show me, make
My
me big
mouse.
for a second, Darren.
Oh yeah,
Stop.
there you go.
Yeah,
There's the
that-
Centennial set. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
I can see why you want a better one for
See,
that. Yeah,
all the other ones are pretty nice.
yeah. Even your silver stayed pretty good.
Yeah,
I got a better rabbit in that one too. I think.
yeah, that one. I just came across some rabbit ones, so
Yeah.
don't think
I got a
I'll
bunch
need
of them, a
one.
whole bunch of them.
But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you need a better one. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Was that the
the one,
original one in the case, Nick? Or
no. I put this together piece by
oh,
piece.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some I bought
Yeah.
online. I think I bought the Howling Wolf online,
I got some that are so bright they got a mirror finish on them.
and the Goose.
I find
got
the Howling Wolf hard to come by. I don't have very many of those.
Yeah,
at
they
all.
are. Yeah, they are.
I've got two. I got one in this Canadian 50-cent collection framed thing, but this is not. This one's nicer. And yeah,
Your Bobcat cord is in pretty good shape there too.
yeah.
Not
I
bad.
actually found one that's better.
Oh really? Okay. Now you should switch it
Today.
out because
Yeah.
they're not. They're
Thanks,
easy to find, but they're not easy to find in good shape.
Right.
Mm.
There you go. Only if it was real. I'd retire.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where all my Franklin half dollars are and everything.
Yeah.
More 50-cent
Cool.
pieces. Yeah. Gotta go through this now too. Once you get started, you can't stop sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got quite a bit of work to do by the looks of that, Nick. Or you've been doing
Yeah.
quite a bit of work too.
A little bit more to go.
I just I went down to the bank today and I scored a roll of pennies and I scored about 47 more loose ones. And in the 47 loose ones, I got 6 King George pennies.
You know what that is, right?
Was that?
Peace dollar?
Oh yeah. That's a Morgan.
You got one in the
Is that a
That's a
Morgan?
Morgan,
Oh, that is a
Yeah, the
Morgan. Yeah.
peace one's got the bird on the back with the peace word in there.
That's a Morgan, that one.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan.
That's something I don't have is a Morgan. I've got a peace dollar. I don't have a Morgan.
Yeah. I bought these years ago. And I had one gifted to me. Which was nice.
Like my U.S. collection is getting much better now. Although I will say, when it comes to Indian head pennies, I only have about 12, and of the 12, there's about 3 with the same date. Right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I have an 1864 with a hole in the middle.
It's okay.
Indian head cent.
I gotta tell my kids if the house is ever starting to burn down, this is a box you gotta grab.
Yeah, it's good if you've got it all in one particular box.
Yeah. I got these copper rounds, but they're not really worth anything.
Yeah, but copper's nice though. I like copper rounds. I really do.
I won all these, all my copper
Yeah.
rounds. I won them all. Only got like 4. That's it.
No slouch winning a copper round. I'm always happy with a copper round.
Oh, Metal Detecting North Carolina gave me that panny
Yeah.
one. I
They're
like,
nice ones.
I like the pan. Yeah.
Coppers, eh?
Copper Z.
Just to go to show you, there's that 1931 S Buffalo nickel.
Cool.
Sweet.
That's actually a 1931 S. Yeah. It's the only one I got in this set. But this is a whole set of Buffalo nickels, all mixed dates from about 19. Let me see, what do we got here? From about 1915 to 1937. Yeah, no 38s. So I don't have a 38 in this, and I don't have anything before 1915. But for 5 cents a nickel,
Yeah.
you can't complain, right?
No, you cannot. That's a great.
But again, I don't have a Buffalo nickel book. That's one thing I don't have either. See, I mean, before I got all this, I owned 6 buffaloes. That's it. Why get a book for 6 buffaloes, right?
If I had 6 buffalo here in Alberta, I'd be eating bison burger until the cows come home.
Oh, I've never had a bison burger, and they say they're really good.
They are delicious.
Yeah. Never ever had a bison burger.
Aren't they still protected? In the
Well,
States?
there's if you want to go to Wood Buffalo National Park or out to just east of the city here, we've got a buffalo paddock. But they grow them for food here.
But that's different.
Gorgeous.
Oh, Toronto scored.
Oh, that's about it, Dave. Not too much more going on.
Are you still broadcasting?
Yeah.
We both missed something.
What?
When you said, "Hey, Dave," and I went to you, I said, "Who was that?" I said, "Hey," and I didn't. Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, Dave didn't know. My brother didn't know who said hi to him when he said hi earlier. He heard a hi, Dave, or hey, Dave, and
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
was
who
me,
to say
Nick.
hi back to. Nick said
me,
hi,
Nick.
Dave.
Okay.
All right, there you go, Dave. Want to know. Gosh,
There's-
this is a wonderful coin. I'm so happy to have this one.
1948 dime. There we go.
What is it?
My only one I
Alrighty.
have. 422,741 produced.
Wow. This thing looks like it was just perfect.
I did get one of those in change, but it's a little dinged up. But there's an armistice toonie, one with the red poppy on it.
Oh yeah.
Only 2 million minted. Although if you get the plane, there's only 1 million on the plane. But it's got a ding on it. But I don't care. I'll keep it. Somebody will take it.
Hell yeah.
I'll use it for a ga. Somebody will take it. I'm sure they will. Won't turn it down if they need a filler for their book.
Something under there. Put something under there. Oh, ship.
Oh, a Shannon. Look at that. HMS Shannon. That's part of the two ships that were involved in the War of 1812. The HMS Shannon, which was the Canadian, and the Chesapeake, which was the American, and it's the only war that Canada won between the United States. It lasted about 10 minutes.
And we got a shiny new ship out of the deal.
Yeah. That comes in that set with the colored quarters with the Tecumseh and the Laura Secord and the who are the other two? Tecumseh, Laura Secord,
Brock
and
the Celebrity.
And the Salisbury, yeah. You can get them in both colored and plain.
I've got them all.
You can't get the Shannon though. It's strange that they never made the Shannon with to match the like the plain color from the set, right?
Would have been nice.
Yeah. But they are kind of tough to get in really, really good condition too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they made plenty of them, but I wouldn't say plenty, but they're more than normal. Oh, there you go. There's a Liberty set. Or is that Liberty or Barber? Barber.
1898.
Yeah.
Jeez, I had a barber that was about that old.
I'm going to put these buffaloes away. I'll be right back.
It's called Elk Island. Just come to me. Elk Island Provincial Park. That's where the buffalo are protected, all the bison.
I think I've been camping there.
Probably have been.
I think around Easter one year, the wife and I went camping there. And it wasn't not around Easter. It was Easter. And on Easter Sunday morning, I was camping at Elk Island. And a wild bunny bounced through our campsite. I thought, oh, there we go, the Easter bunny. Kind of cool. Well,
falling out. Okay, that one's my there. Okay, never mind. I'll just put the stuff away when I get a chance here. Man, that sucks. Okay.
I know that frustration noise. I make it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, I am genuinely tickled pink here. I've just finished the box from the vending company, and those are all the ones that I've got that are commemoratives. And
oh, look at that! Well, you got one of those Canadian toonies at the Summit series.
Yeah,
yeah, they're not an easy thing to get in circulation here. I've gotten about 4 so far, but 4 or 5. But the plain ones now. I have one plain. I have gotten the one plain Summit series. That's it.
Yeah, I've got some stock on the painted ones, but the plain one, not so much.
But now, if you want the Alexander Graham Bell Looney, I've got tons of them here.
oh,
Yeah,
They got them up the wazoo here.
they started from there and got shipped out from there.
Well, yeah, I mean, the museum's here in Nova Scotia, right? So you had to figure they'd probably start them here, right?
He's a native son.
But I've even got plain ones, too. Lots of them.
My friend went on a cruise to foreign lands, and I told him, hey, when you're there, if you keep any of the change, bring me home something,
Oh, cool.
Something neat. So what did he bring me? A token from the damn boat.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Well, it's not what I was waiting for, but I got a funny feeling he forgot.
I'd be getting a sample of the numismatics from every port of call that I went to, try to make up for my lack of collecting when I was in the service.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
he was on one of those. I got to get away from everything.
I was in the service, but just reserves.
Oh, still service.
Yeah.
West Novi.
No, First Field Artillery, RCA,
yeah.
Royal Canadian Regiment.
Well, well, well.
Well, I'm here because you guys.
Battery Sergeant Major Poirier was my quartermaster, and I trained my gun numbers course under Troop Sergeant Major Lonis in Yarmouth.
Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my basic training in Cornwallis.
Oh yeah, I spent most of my time in Aldershot or Gagtown.
Oh,
We call it
Aldershot.
Gagtown.
Oh my gosh, what a hole!
Oh, what a Aldershot! What a sandy hole too.
Yeah,
Man, you're
yeah.
cleaning sand out of your britches for the next 2 months.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I never
spent
saw
some
it.
time in Gagtown too.
You know, well, Gagetown was swamp. I never saw so much
A
swamp.
lot of it was. A lot of it
You
was.
know, driving a tank, taking a track course, driving a tank through a swamp.
Yeah.
And if you think you can't get a tank stuck, guess what?
I got news for you. There's lots of stuff that you not only can get stuck, but you can sink them too.
Yeah.
Oh
and,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I flooded an M113 armored personnel carrier at Petawawa. Forgot to put the plugs in.
Oh. Well, put it this way.
Boy, it went down like a rock.
Trust me, a six-wheel deuce and a half will sink. It'll sink like a stone, and you ain't getting it out.
Guess who sent me that?
I don't care what you got. Oh yeah, that's a penny. What year is that, Nick?
It won't focus. 1962 harp.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
you got a heart, did you?
that'd be found and buried.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Let me know when you find a guitar.
Oh, and then it would be Skipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skipper sent me that. Thank
Well,
you.
oh yeah, that's right. I did send you that one because I had extra.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Take me off.
So, Skipper, what part of Canada are you in?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. I got posted out here in
Oh
July
wow.
'77,
Oh really? Oh, yeah.
and I haven't been back with the exception of my dad's funeral in 2000.
Oh really? Cool.
But I've been all through the East Coast, and of course, I even lived a spell in St. John, New Brunswick, and
Oh yeah.
family in Halifax, and then
Oh really?
yeah, and then ended up Windsor, Ontario, London, Petawawa.
I was lucky.
Calgary.
I was lucky enough to put my hands in both oceans 3 times. My father worked for Canadian National Railways, so I was able to take the train across the country 3 times in my lifetime. So, but yeah, I've been from Halifax to Vancouver on the main line, coast to coast, 3 times.
Yeah, the only place that I haven't haven't had much desire to go up there is Iqaluit or into the Yukon or.
Well, I had an aunt and an uncle that lived in Smithers, British Columbia. I don't know if you ever heard of a little place called Smithers, Smithers, BC. And the last time we went there, we borrowed their car and we drove down through the Okanagan Valley from with our car, and we were at this place called 100 Mile House. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Oh yeah, I know 100 Mile. I'm sure I
We
did.
stopped.
I know
at
it intimately.
Yeah, we stopped at a Chevron station there and walked in because we were a little lost, and my father was looking for a road map. So we walked in there, and this is how small the world is. The man behind the counter was the son of a man my father went to school with in the town of Truro.
Yeah, I can believe that.
5,000 miles from home, a Chevron station, and he picked the station with the son of a man that was one of my father's best friends that went to school with together in the town of Truro. My dad was born and raised in the town of Truro.
That's very cool.
Hey, I've been to Canada. Do you know Bill? Bill from Canada?
Yeah, Bill from Canada. Yeah,
No,
a
but
friend
I
of
know
mine.
Bob and Doug.
You know Bob and Doug from
Bob and Doug
Canada?
McKenzie. Coo-doo-coo-coo-coo-coo-coo. Yeah, Bob
I
and Doug.
understand they know Bill.
Take off, eh, you hoji?
Yeah,
You know what you're talking about.
yeah.
This is a beer truck. I can drive it.
Bob and Doug.
I love
Yeah.
that movie.
Bob
Then
and
there's-
Doug
then there's-
went up.
Then there's, of course, John Cabot Trail from the Cape Breton Liberation Organization. John Cabot Trail. I must have heard of John
That's too
Cabot Trail.
good.
Bloody dog.
And red green.
Jean Chabot.
Mr.
John
Duckface.
Allen Cameron.
Janellen Cameron. Oh yes, Janellen Cameron.
I actually watched him live as a part of the floor show in Cyprus in 1976.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. He had a television program too.
He did.
John Cameron Swayze.
Janellen Cameron. It's John Allen Cameron, but everybody called him Jin Allen for short. Jin Allen Cameron.
Yeah.
He was a baby.
No, there were lots of them. I served with so many Newfoundlanders and Nova Scotians. I picked up the accent really well.
Well, you know what a Cape Brettoner is, though, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
a Newfoundlander that tried to cross Canada, ran out of money, had to stop there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
that's what a Cape Bretner is.
Yeah. I made the mistake one year to try to sell encyclopedias in Cape Breton.
Oh,
Couldn't
really?
sell a one.
Yep. Ask Cape Breton.
Those were the days. Those were the days, my friends.
Yeah.
Just a few more to fill, and there'll be a full black roll here.
So you've been across the causeway. You must have been across the causeway.
Of course, I crossed the causeway.
The causeway, yeah.
That's good, Darren.
Port
Is that
Hawkesbury.
Barry
I
Wayne
even
Goonies?
did a bit of jigging in the Bay of
Yeah,
Fundy.
pretty much.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I
That's something.
did. Caught a few skates, ugly looking things.
Funny thing about it is, in all the years I've lived in Nova Scotia, I've never fished in the Bay of Fundy.
Ever. Oh, it's quite an
Ever.
experience, especially when the whale sound scares the crap out of you.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
And you think being where I live, I'm only an hour and a half drive from the Bay of Fundy or less. You know, you think I'd have been
Those
fishing
tides are pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
No, I grew up on the Great Lakes as a kid, so I was Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario.
I've never been to the Bahaba Ferry. The Bahaba?
No.
No, never been to the Bahaba Ferry. No.
So you never went across the Princess of Acadia, then? I bet.
No. Been to Yarmouth, but just never on the Bahaba Ferry. You know?
Oh boy.
Been to Bahaba, Maine. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful country, though. I'd love to go back and see the Cabot Trail again.
Yeah. I've been around the Cabot Trail once. This would have been about mid-70s, and Lewisburg at that time wasn't completely finished. So
Right.
I did get to tour the part of Lewisburg that was done, but I'd like to go back and see it now that it's completed.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I never did get a chance to. You know, I only went around the trail once. I only been around Cabot Trail once.
Yeah. Beautiful country. Just love it.
Oh, yeah, it is. Some of the look-offs they have there, absolutely amazing. I'd like to go there in the fall, sometime when the leaves are changing. I bet you that's absolutely gorgeous picture.
Yeah. And for all you guys from Ontario and BC, you haven't lived till you've enjoyed a real Halifax donair.
Oh, we had a place in the city of Dartmouth here, a guy that used to make donairs the size of a football. They weren't the greatest donairs in the world, but man, I'm telling you, they were some big.
No, there's something about the Halifax donair and that damn sweet sauce. It was so
So
good.
I'm gonna have to ask.
I
something
should have
'cause
showed
don't
you
know
what I
is
had
in
for
there.
lunch. I should have showed you what I had for lunch before this started. As I was waiting to do the stream, I finished a football-sized donair.
Oh, really?
Did
Cool.
you really?
Yeah.
What is a donair? What are you talking
A
about?
donair is a pita bread with meat in it, like slivers of shaved meat with tomatoes, onions, and what they call a donair sauce. The donair sauce is made of evaporated milk, sugar, mixed together.
Everything
Yeah,
that
that's
I
how they
can't
make it.
have.
What's that?
I can't have sugar anymore.
Now,
I'm
at
not
one
supposed
time, an original donair, they made it from lamb. Okay, it was actually lamb meat, but because veal is very expensive, they switched to beef.
It was
My
it
donair
was
shop,
donair
you
beef
can choose
hero.
beef, lamb, or chicken.
Yeah,
It's a pressed meat, the gyro meat for the donairs.
Oh, okay.
now a lot of the pizza places around here hand make the donair meat.
That's
now.
right, they do. I'm
And
aware.
I mean, it's if you add the right spices to it, some donair places can be really really good, and other places they can be right, so right. But we have a place here across the street from me and about 100 yards from me called Pizza Town. They make a pretty good donair. So
Yeah, had some of the best foods I've ever had is in Nova Scotia.
yeah, although our famous donair place in Nova Scotia was called King of Donair, and we have one here, and they oh man, they've been making them for years. They specialize in donair. That's why they're called King of Donair, right? They do make pizza and all, but I live across the street from Tim Hortons, right across the street. The Tim Hortons right across the street from me. So I enjoy the nectar of the gods at least 2 or 3 times a day.
You're grounded.
Although
You're
I drink
grounded.
tea.
That's it. He's grounded. Colin's grounded. Only
I drink
because
tea,
he's got a Tim Hortons across the street.
I got a coffee maker.
Not fair.
And I got the girls over there bribed. That's where I get my lucrative few little coins every now and then. They save me whatever they find. I've gotten
Oh, that's right.
$20
Extra
paper
grounded
notes
now.
over them.
Mm-hmm.
But I bribe them pretty good in their tip jar. So,
To the
know.
shed. That's it.
hey, I can't help it if I know people in retail.
I know. Hey, that's a good.
I basically drive through.
If you're gonna get nice little lucrative coin finds, the best thing to do is to know people in retail. Right? Like I got the guy.
Have a son with a vending machine business.
Oh,
yeah,
that works even better. Oh yeah, vending machine business. Woohoo!
That's all I've been doing for 3 days, sorting through.
Yeah. Well, the guy that comes on the snack truck at my work, okay, I got him baited. Picked up one of the 2010 double poppies. Okay, this is actually as low a mint, if not lower mint, than the big poppy quarter, but yet for some reason you can get these easier than the large poppy quarter. So not a bad. You get it for face. I got him. He said, "Oh, here's." He just finds them for me and pulls them out.
Best way to get them.
Yeah, right. I just used that as a giveaway. That was a giveaway on my live stream when I was on earlier. I usually go on with Marty's. You ever hear of Marty's Nuts About Digging? I usually go on with him and hunt nickels.
Of course
I hunt nickels with him. I started out with pennies, but we're having a hard time. And yes, Nick, please, if you'd like to come on with us, you're more than welcome. And anybody is more than welcome to come on with us. Marty and I, we hunt 10 rolls of Canadian nickels, usually on Saturdays. But if Saturday's a tough day for you, then you know what? We can get together and coordinate another day. I'm pretty flexible for weekends.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna get nickels next week
I've still got
and dimes because
12 or 13 rolls nickels.
Southern Canadian coins. He wants to do a dime hunt together too.
Yeah, dimes.
They're hard.
To believe
I
it or
know, the
not,
dates.
dimes are tough here. They are tough here in Nova Scotia to get silver, right? Real tough.
Every time I've gone to the bank to get dimes, they give me rolls like and they're all the same year.
BH Ringer's gotta think of the chat there. He says, "Seaweed, don't say bribe. Tell the people it's based on your charming wit and good looks."
There you go.
Yeah, who are you looking at, BH? Anyway, I don't know about charming wit either. I just crossed their palms with more than the coin's worth. And they like it for their tip dish. So I say, okay, great.
Guys, I have to run. My granddaughter has shown up, and I can't wait to see her. So I shall talk to you guys later.
Well, of course, family first all the time, every time.
Just
Can't blame you
keep
for
looking
that.
for that treasure, boys.
Oh yes, same to you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah. All right, cool. Does he have a channel, Dimebag?
Oh yeah, the numismatic, numismaniac.
Oh,
The
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 Numismaniac.
numismaniac.
Okay, I'm already subscribed to him. I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, he goes by the Skipper. He's got a couple of names because
Yeah.
depends on the season which
Oh, okay.
persona we get. he's cracked in the head. He's
Oh,
got all
really?
kinds of personas. Yeah, you watch around Christmas time. He's Santa Claus. He's like a bipolar or whatever the hell you call it. He's North Pole, South Pole. I don't know what it is. Something about poles and North Pole. I don't know.
So are you saying he's bipolar?
Yes, bipolar.
Okay.
Every year he makes it to both poles. He starts
Oh,
at
okay.
one and flies to the other on some sort of magic carpet, rainbow powered elk thing. I don't
So
know.
I imagine he said hi to Santa Claus a few times.
He is. I mean, he knows. Yeah, he knows Santa Claus.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, there's been people out there trying to convince me, but you know, I don't know if I got the beard for it. You think?
Well, if you are ever interested in that, check with him because he's a literal professional Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
He's in the union, and I'm not
wow.
kidding.
Yeah.
There is a union of
There's
Santa
a
Claus
union of
performers.
Well, my beard's I probably wouldn't pass because my beard's not quite as white as his. So.
No, he is an expert on the subject of being Santa Claus. Definitely, I'll have to say at least that. You know, you've heard of the mall, West Edmonton Mall, Canada's largest
Yes.
mall.
Yeah.
He's the Santa Claus at West Edmonton.
Oh, is he? Okay. Cool. He's the Santa Claus at West Edmonton Mall. Wow.
16,
Well,
20, 22. So I need 3 more to finish that. And not to mention around Christmas time, if you have any youngsters in your family that would look forward to a message from Santa, you can get a hold of him and he does a recording of a Santa message for that kid.
oh really?
That is just wicked. Yeah.
Actually, the next door neighbor has 2 young kids that come visit. I didn't know that. If he does,
blow their minds.
he does personal messages.
Yeah.
I'll let her know with that because
Blow their minds.
they're just the right age. They're like 7 and 9 years old, things like that. They're like that, right? That I gave him a couple of bags of coins. I have world coins, and a lot of times when I buy collections, you know, a lot of people's collections they have world coins, and as you know, world coins they minted the holy smolies out of them. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of them, right? But kids like them because they have the different designs and they're fascinating, and some of them are, you know, you can get some older world coins from you know the 1800s that they still minted millions of them, and you can still get them. You know, like I used to buy world coins by the pound for like, you know, $2 a pound and get all kinds of different world coins, and some of them were even silver. You know, so anyway, I had a couple of Voyager Canadian dollars, and I threw in a bag, and I threw a bunch of world coins in a bag, and I gave them to the lady next door to give to her kids for you know, stocking stuffer, and they just love them. She said so.
Sorry about that. My daughter just
All
came
right.
down to talk to me.
I throw stuff like that together all the time for people, and sometimes I get people that, you know, they're asking me, well, you know, if you got something for an auction for me, for a silent auction, you know, every once in a while I'll have a set of pennies from say 1950 up to, you know, with, I don't have any of the key dates, but I'll say, here, take that, you know, and I'll see if you can auction it off, right? And, you know, sometimes they fetch 20 and 30 and 40 and $50, so, you know, it's more than what they're worth, but people just buy them for raising money, right?
Yeah, supporting the channel or the
Yeah.
cause.
Yeah, you know, so they get something for something, right? You know, and
I
pennies.
got quite a few of the silver half dollars from Canada. And
Yeah.
so when somebody has a special fundraiser, I tend to use those.
I just won one from Marty here a little while back, a silver $50. One right here in my hand.
I got a bunch of silver halves.
This one is what year is 1965. So there's an 80% silver $50 right there.
There you go.
I bought somebody's collection 5 years ago, and they were all $50.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there.
They needed the money for a vacation. I'm like, okay.
Oh wow. So did you get the entire? Did you get like a date run, Nick, or?
It was a mix.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was all loose, so I had to put all in flips and everything.
Yeah. So, how far back were the dates? Did the dates go? Do you know?
think the oldest one I saw, I just went through them today. I just saw them. I didn't know 47s, but I think there was a 40. There was some older 40s in there.
Yeah. I have every Canadian 50-cent piece from 37, except for the 2023, of course, to present, okay? With the exception of the one 1947, yes. I have them all.
Yeah, I'm all.
Yeah.
Nice. My Benjis. I gave a whole bunch of Benjis away. Huh? 1, 2.
Now, I do have spare silver 50-cent pieces here, but they're in my collection upstairs. See what I got collection all over the place here.
That's why I've been going through my stuff all day today. I had to set up an extra table beside me. So my desk is I'm in like a cubicle right now. It feels like.
Yeah. Well, basically all I've got here in the living room so far is a card table with one of those clamped light magnifier lights clamped to it, and that's what I use to hunt my coins with when I'm off camera, right? You know, because I mean, here where my laptop is, I don't have my laptop over at that table. Once I get my coin room upstairs, because I live in a row house, and it's a 3-bedroom, and my son doesn't live with us anymore, so the middle bedroom is free, but it's just got a bunch of junk in it. So I'm gonna clean that out and maybe make a coin room out of it. So then
I'm down in the basement, and it's just one big, huge 8-foot, 10, 12-foot table.
Yeah.
However those tables are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great.
And then I got a 4-foot table behind me, and I got a 4-foot table over here with a whole bunch of junk on too.
You make yourself a little store in your basement.
Oh, you haven't seen pictures of my basement, have you?
No.
No, okay. I don't want to move the camera, but
That's
I'll
okay.
do it one time.
Sure.
I have it set up like a little sports card shop.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to have a sports card store, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I was into sports cards quite heavily at one time, but I'll get the Tim Hortons ones from my son because he always gets them. But I mean, myself, we went through over Christmas. I think he opened 200 some packages of the Tim Hortons cards here. I had them here. I never even opened them. I just buy them and stack them, wait for my son to come. You know, I don't know how well he did or not, but you know,
there could be some nice cards in that stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, but I mean, I just get them for the dollar when they have them when you buy the beverage. You get the pack for the buck, right? I'm not paying the big money for them now.
Here's one.
Well, Seaweed, if there's anything you're looking for, the son's looking for, my brother David's, that's his collection thing. So reach out for anything that you're looking for the card sets, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, because I mean,
doesn't have that one.
Oh, probably a Connor McDavid. That was it, a Connor McDavid. Oh, that doesn't have that one. I don't think.
That's a mail away.
I got one of those cards, but you know the funny thing is, if you weigh those packages, did you know the plastic ones they're heavier? Some of those packages weigh between 6.5 grams and 8 grams, and I found the 8-gram ones, if you weigh them, okay, are the ones with the better cards in them. Because I weighed them.
Oh, okay.
Some of them were like 8.4 grams, right?
So you got to show up with your scale.
Well, no, I just bring them home. I didn't open them anyway, right? But I separated the ones that were 8.83 and 8.4 grams, right?
Yeah, I knew that. I kept them all for myself, so
I
it's
take
not
it the
like
Leafs are winning now. Are they won?
I'm in the middle of my own thing right now.
Hello, 710 is Oil Upside Down. How you doing? And SkyQuest and Perry's Customs Card. I haven't been watching my chat. I should have been.
Yeah, I'm bad that way. I've had my head down and I've been dealing with these.
I've been too busy lollygagging.
This is somewhat organized, not perfectly, but it's getting there.
Those are a neat type of holder you've got there for your 2x2s there, Nick.
Yeah, it's just from this company here called Probably
Well, they
keep
actually got a plastic cover over them too. Oh,
Yeah, it's
cool.
a cover on it too. Yeah, I bought.
I got
3
the
of them.
cardboard ones, but
I need something different. This is great, but now I'm using like coin boxes,
actually,
quarter boxes, and that. So
if you give me a second, I'll show you something. I'll just show you something. I got to go upstairs, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyway, Darren, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but still sorting out the tunies.
Yeah, these are cool little boxes. I've had them for quite a few years. But I need something different to hold stuff in. I might get a binder and buy those flips for the 2x2s and do that. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to find another couple of tunies I want to give up so I can complete a roll and get them ready for the bank.
I'll show you what I got here. I got these. I got a container like this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got it from Walmart, and I think they're like $12 a piece. Okay, but they have separate little pockets in them, like this.
I like
that you can hold your coins in, and you can take each pocket out separately, right? So they fit the 2x2s. They're cool, right? You know,
Have to
they
look.
just come like that, and you can, yep. But now they come with them 2 long trays and 2 short trays. So what I do when I get to Walmart, I cheat and I switch and I steal two of these longer trays and make it the 4 long trays, and then take them and go pay for them.
You
know, but other than that, you know what I mean? But I mean, I get them custom like that. That's cool. I think they're like $12 a piece, right? And I mean, I like them. They work well.
That works. Whatever works, right?
You know. But what I like about them is I can take the individual pocket out of them, right? But I got I bought a whole bunch of them.
Sounds like they were good.
There's the only black one I have that I won off Marty, other than the
really?
full.
Yeah. Well, I gave one away tonight, and the only reason why is because that's the 7th one I have, and I didn't need that many, so.
Now I just got to go through my colorized ones, put them all together, and I'm done for now.
Well, there you go.
Couple hours, 2.5 hours.
You put everything in 2x2 flips?
Yeah. Well, some smaller ones too.
I'll give you a little tip, and believe it or not, when I showed it to the guy that I bought the coins from, the coin dealer, he's actually doing that now. What I do is, you know, when you put your 2x2s in your binder sleeve, you know how they have the little pockets, right? I find sometimes that the corners catch, the bottom corners. So what I do is I take a pair of fingernail clippers and I open them up and I just snip the very bottom of each corner off, just a little bit, and I find that makes them slip into the pockets a little better. So that's what I do. I just take a little pair of fingernail clippers and go snip, snip.
That's what Darren was looking for tonight.
I got one of those here. I got one in change.
No, I'm looking for the unpainted one.
You are
unpainted.
okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll slip one. I'll slip one in for your coins when I get them out to you. You know.
You don't have to send me those other ones. Remember, I got them. So
okay.
Those are off the book, but I do need the unpainted.
I think I still have your address, so I'll send one to you.
Looking.
I've got.
Well, I'm actively looking, so I'll let you know if I find them.
Okay.
But I've been getting nothing.
Oh really?
Nothing.
Well, they're a little bit tougher to get. There's only 1 million of those made, eh? So. Oh, it's 2-2 now. 3rd period.
That's good.
Bunch of guys in tutus. Sounds like
Leafs are playing Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, it's a crossbar. Oh. William Nylander, boy, I'll tell you, that boy's hot. Yeah, that's the glare you see.
He's making the money. He better be.
He's making half the money that Austin Matthews is, and he has more goals.
I can't believe Connor McDavid has what he has.
Sure you should. Connor McDavid's a good hockey player. Wrong with Connor McDavid, I'll tell you that.
60 goals.
Oh, yeah. Boy's no slouch. He's the real deal.
He's another Gretzky.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but he
He's
could
up
be up there with him, yeah. I think he's going to be better than Crosby.
there. Oh, yeah.
But, then again, it's hard to say, right? He may slow down too, right?
As long as they stay healthy.
Well, they never do. Not forever.
No.
John Chum Adventure says McDavid on steroids. I don't know. But, yeah, he's no slouch. There's no doubt about that. Oh, Nick, don't tell me those are all 2004s, are they?
Oh, you know what? I'm not separating. Oh, shoot.
Oh, bang.
2008. No, they should be all 2008s.
Okay. Just going to say, man, you got some good ones. That's the case.
No, they're all 2008s. Yeah.
There, it's down here, and down here, it is hard to find a good one down here. I don't know how well you do.
I'll sell you a full roll for $40.
Well, you know what? That's not that terrible. That's probably.
I think
Does that include shipping?
It's the going price for them.
Well, that's still not that bad.
No.
That's
I do
only
have
$1. That's only $1 a coin.
Yeah, basically. No, it's $2 a coin. 40.
Well, no, there's 40.
Yeah,
There's 40.
yeah,
Nick, there's 40
coin,
quarters. Yeah. 40 quarters in a roll. That's only $1 a coin. That's not. I pay that for one of those to the Tim Hortons. They find me one. Right.
These are all the good breast cancer awareness ones. I've separated everything. But now I'm re-separating everything.
Yeah, John Chum, Crosby 3 cups, McDavid 0. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point with Crosby with 3 cups. It was just, you know what? I gotta think that, I gotta think that Crosby will probably, or not Crosby, but McDavid will probably never win a Stanley Cup because I hate to break this to us Canadian team fans, but I have a feeling you'll never see another Canadian team win a Stanley Cup. You might see them get to the finals like you did Montreal here 2 years ago, but I don't think you'll ever see them because I gotta honestly tell you, I honestly think that it's really set up so that American teams play. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that I will tell you this: if there's no Canadian teams in the Stanley Cup, I don't watch the games.
We're the same way.
You know what I mean? It's just that's just me, but I mean,
it's not just you,
right? I mean, I'm a fan of any Canadian team that gets to the finals. If they get to the finals, then you know what? Now, will you ever see 2 Canadian teams in the finals? I doubt you and I in our lifetime will ever see that again. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Yeah, I got a bunch of the breast cancer awareness ones.
Not impossible, but now there's a quarter that I like. I do like that Canadian flag quarter. That's a nice quarter too.
Yeah, I got like 5 or 6 of these.
Yeah, I do too. My wife liked one, so I bought one from my dealer that was really, really nice for her. So she has that her own kind of little collection.
Nice.
Was that the Clayson? That's right. There's 3 hockey. 1, 2, 3.
That's perfect, boys. I did my search, and then after making some hard choices, I was still able to refill 8 rolls.
Oh, there you go.
8 rolls going back to the bank.
There you go.
I got a lot of double poppy ones too. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I mean, their mintage level is comparable, if not lower, than the large poppy, but yet you'll find them a lot more abundant than you will the large poppy. Right?
This was
Sorry,
all
let's
mixed
go, let's
up
go.
over
Yeah, well,
like 4 boxes.
Right now, they're still tied 2-2. So
If it wasn't 6 o'clock, I could get back to the bank. I wonder if they're open till 8.
yeah. What bank are you?
TD.
Yeah, they're open till 8. They're even open on Saturdays, but not till 8. They used to be open on Sundays too. But she said here they may be going back to opening on Sundays again.
Yeah, I think they're already closed now.
They were open on Sundays, right? Oh, what do we got? Oh, Carolina just scored. Rats. Oh, well.
Those
That's
dirty,
3-2.
stinking Carolina rats.
That's all right. Oh, they got a good team too, Carolina. No slouch.
Carolina garbage pandas. Yeah.
Well, they're in playoff position right now, so it can't be too bad. Ah, Murray, you should have had that one. Oh, come on. You can't tell me. Oh, that's awful. He's a pretty stellar goaltender when he wants to be, but he's like Campbell. Or not Campbell, but Anderson. Let's in that odd one that has a smell to it. You know what I mean?
Got the stink on it.
Yeah, I know. I used to be a goaltender. The kind that bounces off a leg, off a shaft, and then off the top of your head, rolls down your back, across your butt, and into the back of the net. Those awful ones like that.
Everybody's looking at you like, why didn't you stop it?
Yeah. I used to hate them. Yeah, I know where it is, and I'd scoop it out of the net. I spent 9 years as a goaltender. Know all about it. And yeah, and if anybody ever tells you that the puck, it doesn't have eyes. Yes, the puck has eyes. Yes, people, the puck has eyes. I don't care what anybody says. The puck has eyes. Okay? And even when I used to coach goaltending, I used to tell the kids, listen, goaltending is 50% luck and 50% skill. There's going to be nights when you can't stop a beach ball. And then there's going to be other nights when they couldn't put a flea by you if they wanted to. That's how goaltending works. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
That's why when you're hot, they're not pulling you out of the net.
Exactly. And I mean, I've had my nights, man, where they've literally blown me out of the goal. And then I've had nights where they should have blown me out of the goal and they couldn't get anything by me if they wanted to. Right?
Somehow you raise your mitt and there it is. It's in there.
Well, and the thing about it is too is that I find too hockey is a different generation of game. It's faster, much speedier, but the injuries, they stay out of the game for some of the stupidest little injuries. Like I can tell you, okay, I'll give you okay, Ryan O'Reilly, for example. Okay, granted, yes, a shot hit him in the hand, he broke his finger. But I got to tell you something. Okay, if that were me, the minute my finger stops swelling, my hand is in a glove and I'm back on the ice. Screw that. You know what I mean? If I have to put an extra piece of tape around the finger for extra padding, I'd do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like that's just my attitude, right? That's the way I played the game, right?
Yep. Fingers can be taped up.
Well, I'll tell you, I've literally had 2 fingers taped together, okay, with a stick between them and then making a splint, and stuck them in my glove and gone and played hockey with it. Oh yeah. Oh well.
I never played defense. I mean, never played as a goalie. I played as a defenseman.
I was a defense. That's what I started out as, and then I eventually moved to goal because there's too many people there that were too scared of the puck. And here, give me this. I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of a 3-inch piece of vulcanized rubber coming at me at 90 miles an hour.
I'm missing coins. I should have more of these big poppies. I know. I sent you. I know BH Ringer. I sent you the one in the colorized and the other one, but I thought I had one more.
You gave too many of those away, then, Nick. See?
I can't.
But
no,
you
gotta be.
You and your
Gotta be around
generosity, right?
someplace.
I mean, you can't blame me. You're a generous person, and you like giving out stuff for giveaways. No,
I
don't blame
wonder
me.
if I put one back into circulation by accident.
Oh no! Somebody's gonna love you.
Yeah, because I found 2 in one box. I made the one set. Sent that to BH Ringer. But I have the one there that I just found. So I should have one more someplace. Oh, maybe
I
it's
will-
up in that mess. I have another spot I have to look. Oh, God. No.
I will say that the game has changed too, in the sense of the game of hockey has changed in the sense that it's exciting to watch, but you know what? The heart is gone. I mean, I just find that they just like, if you get a bad call against you and you're mad, go up there and score, because there's nothing that'll make the other team madder at you than you burning them because you got a bad call on you. You know what I mean? Go up there and put the puck in the net. If you're that angry and you're on the bench and you're angry, take your frustration out on their goal. Like, walk up there and absolutely whack a laser beam at the goalie's head. You know what I mean? If you're that mad, I mean, what better way to take your anger?
That's what I do.
You know, like, so often they don't do the set plays anymore. Like, how many times have you wished on the power play that draw the puck back to the defenseman with a big shot, and he just floats it in there as hard as he can, nice and low, about 6 inches high, so you can tip it in. I mean, you got to look at it. I mean, how many times have you seen, like, Phil Esposito? You know, he won a scoring title, but to be honest with you, I mean, the man was a good hockey player, but he wasn't like a Gretzky or anybody, but he just won the scoring title by shoveling in the garbage. He stood in front of the net, and some guy would shoot the puck low from the defense, and probably like Bobby Orr, for example. Of course, Bobby Orr could score on his own anyway, irregardless. But the fact is that that's playing the game with heart. Stand there and he used to take shots and slashes and cross checks, and the whole line just sit there and take a.
I
beating
remember
with it.
when that guy was Todd Bertuzzi.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just
Get into
Gone
your
are-
spot and grind.
gone are those days. Like, I played the game, my son used to say, well, Dad, did you see this fight? Did you see that fight? And I said, Cliff, dude, what you see in hockey today is not a fight. It's a dance. Back in the days of the Broad Street Bullies, for example, if you got in a fight with Dave, with Dave the Hammer
found it.
Schultz, that man was going to hit you to knock you out. It's as simple as that. If you got in a fight with him, that's it. Okay, this wasn't a fight where they just tussle each other and hold on to the jerseys, kiss and dance. This wasn't a kiss and dance. If I got in a fight with man when I was playing defense, okay, my object was to take you out. That was for the team, and that's the way it worked, right? And people knew that, right? But you don't see that in the game anymore. And of course, then you get the crybabies and well, we don't like this. It's violent. And I'm, well, yeah, you know what? All right. I'm going to give you a little bit of, okay. Yeah, it is. But, I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers, they won the Stanley Cup, back in the 70s twice. But you know what? That was due to sheer intimidation. They had good players. There's no doubt about it. Okay? But I'm telling you, when you got on the ice, you were scared to play those guys. You really were. Let's face facts, okay? Tell that to the Russians. Yeah, you tell that to Makarov and Krutov and Larionov. I mean, shit, the big Alexander Yakushev, he found out just how nasty Bobby Clark could be, Or not Yakushev, but Harlamov, the big, Valery Harlamov, right? Nice. Don't get me wrong. Hey, the Russians were great hockey players. Okay,
Oh, yes.
take none of the way. I mean, these guys. I remember.
I remember watching them back in the 70s. My God.
Oh yeah.
They would just, go crazy.
Before they had Viktor Tikhonov as a coach, they had another coach by the name of Anatoly Tarasov. He was the guy that was coaching them back in 1972, and he said they had the Canadians beat in every aspect of the game: the skating, the passing, the shooting, the scoring. But there's one thing that they couldn't beat the Canadians, and that was pride. Niet is exactly what he said. And I remember an interview between they were talking to Ken Dryden, and you guys, Ken Dryden was the guy that played the game 8 and that last game in the Soviet series, the one they made the toonie on. And he said that the thing that he feared the most is he could have woke up the next day the most hated man in Canada. Now, you think about that, okay? And I mean, that's playing the game with heart and pride. Okay, you don't want to lose. You'll do anything you can to win. Yeah, and that's the part of the game that's lost. I remember Gretzky being interviewed one time, and I don't know if you remember the years that the Edmonton Oilers played the Islanders, and the Islanders won the 3 straight Stanley Cups. And of course, the year that the Edmonton lost to the Islanders in the Stanley Cup, Wayne Gretzky was talking to his friend Kevin Lowe, and they were walking down the hallway, and they were looking into the dressing room of the Islanders. And the Islanders had like ice packs on their knees and shoulders and everything, and they were all lying there in pain. Gretzky looked over at his friend Kevin Lowe, and he said, "That's the difference." He said, "They won and they're wounded. We lost and we're fine." That's something that you should never forget in the game, right? You know what I mean? And that's the part of the game that's been lost, I think, over the years, right? That's just
Give it all you got.
Exactly. I played the game for 17 years. Okay, I coached it and I've scouted it, and I've loved the game all my life. But I tell you this, I would have traded every single minute of the game I had, every single minute of the game, for that one chance to put the Canadian jersey on and play for Team Canada. I would have given it all away to do that. Just give me that one. Cool. Just give me that one kick at the can. One kick at the can, right? I would have done that.
Would have been cool.
Well,
that was all our dreams.
Well, you got to look at it. I mean, you can win the Stanley Cup. You can win the Stanley Cup more than once, right? But back in the 70s, to be a world champion, you may go your entire life and never be a world champion because you didn't get the chance, right? That's the thing, right?
A couple of years back at the end of the season, they always have the awards ceremonies, and the players get all dressed up nice and go to the awards ceremony. And a couple of years back, they honored Joe Sakic, or known as Burnaby Joe.
Yep.
Well, I'm from Burnaby.
Yeah.
And Burnaby Joe is a little more than just Burnaby Joe to me. Burnaby Joe,
classy guy, probably.
From day one, his very first day ever playing hockey, was coached by my cousin.
Oh, really?
And my cousin took the training to be a coach to move with Joe every single season he ever played hockey, up until the day he was drafted to the NHL. Now, that wasn't acknowledged until that particular award ceremony. When he went up to the podium and stopped and said, "There has been somebody who has gone largely unaccounted for during my entire season," and he named my cousin on the podium.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I've had the Stanley Cup in my presence. It takes 22 standard Canadian beers to fill the Stanley Cup. Don't ask me how I know.
The funny thing, I did get a chance to actually view the Stanley Cup. There was a guy here that lived in Halifax. His name was Wendell Young. Okay, and he was the backup goaltender at the time the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup. So I knew him. Okay, and I went to his backyard and saw the Stanley Cup there. That was the only time I ever actually witnessed the Stanley Cup up close. But I did see Sidney Crosby here bring it one time with him to the parade here in Dartmouth, the Dartmouth Naval Day Parade. He held it up in the car, got some good shots. But other than that, I've never been close to the cup since. But.
My cousin hoisted it, and his father hoisted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, now I'm so super.
Hockey Hall of Fame. That was it.
I'm so superstitious that even if I was that close to the cup, which I was, I'd never pick it up, because my philosophy is you got to earn the right to pick up the cup. You understand what I mean?
I do.
Yep.
I know, but yeah, that's just my philosophy.
I'm
Like,
not saying I would disagree with that philosophy, but at the same time, since there's no hope in hell, if it
I
was
know.
handed to me,
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
lifting it
yeah,
up.
yeah. And I'm sure if somebody handed it to you, I mean, you'd take it, of course, right? But this was sitting on a table, and I just didn't pick it up, right? You know what I mean? It's just I saw it, I looked at it, I touched it, but I didn't pick it up, right? You know. And I mean, that's just me. Like, you know, there used to be an old commercial on television. You used to say, you know, although the Stanley Cup weighs approximately 38 pounds, it takes the work of an entire team to hoist it. Which,
Did you see that coin,
right.
Darren?
You know,
I did. Sorry.
Did you see it?
I missed it.
I'll show it again.
oh,
yeah.
you have a Third Reich coin.
Yeah, we don't want to say the word out loud.
Yes, I know. That's why I say Third Reich.
I got
Yeah.
one or two of those.
Yeah.
I
You know where I found that?
have a couple of those myself. But, you know.
I found that in a roll of pennies.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know what?
Same size,
I mean,
just about.
Yeah, that's a good find in a roll of pennies.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I have to be honest with you. I found them in bags of coins that I bought world coins. You know, when you buy them at a pound, right? But
Right.
they're not
I'd like to do that. Buy
overly
bag of
common
gold
here in
coins.
Canada to find those, and I can't blame them for not being common here. I can't. You know what I mean? I can understand why.
I honestly don't worry about such symbolisms anymore.
Have
I
a
Yeah,
have
I
good
come
know.
to the conclusion that my God owns this place, so don't
Have a
worry
good
about
night,
it.
John
I mean-
Chum.
Yeah. Oh.
I got a guy. He owns this place.
Well, if I ever get my sports card comic book coin shop going, I got enough painted to start myself off with something.
It's still 3-2 Carolina with 3:57 left in the third period. Rats.
Anything can happen. You never know.
I know.
Like Canucks couldn't even lose hard enough to make it worthwhile.
You know, I figured for sure. I figured, you know, I said, man, if Montreal were smart, they should be tanking. Now they, you know, get a crack at Connor Bedard because, you know, really, if you look at the Montreal Canadiens, they really need a franchise player. They really
There comes
need
a point where you have to play for a draft pick. You really
Yeah,
do.
you know, exactly.
You need it. That's what
Exactly.
you
And
need.
I mean, okay, the guy's not French, but yeah, sometimes they just got to take that personification and put that aside and eat, you know, some of that, a little bit of that pride. And I love the fact that they're like that. But man, you know what? If an opportunity like that comes along, you got to take it. You really do. You know.
Well, Darren, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for having me up. Appreciate it.
Been a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
We did the
Colin.
Yeah.
search has
Yeah.
been over for a while now. Now we're
Yeah,
just
that's okay.
Yeah.
shooting the shit. But Canucks, that is correct.
Nick knows that sometimes we just like to sort of half hunt and chat more.
Yeah.
Nick, Luterate's going to be on a little bit later with a coin hunt. If you're
Oh,
into
is he
it,
cool?
you have to be on. You stop by Luterate and check him out. Awesome
Luterate,
dude.
okay.
He's doing toonies tonight, I believe. I think.
Toonies. All right.
Not like I haven't seen enough damn toonies for the day,
Oh,
but okay.
That's all right. Hey, well, you know what? They make some nice color toonies. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he finds the insulin one when I try to trade him, and I
Oh,
can't
yeah?
always win. Can't always win.
Well, I'll be doing some toonies again in the future. So, we scored
Uh-oh.
3-3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I heard the wife scream. So yeah, the Leafs did. They scored too. There we are. It's a 3-3 tie. Oh, that's good.
Alrighty. Have a great night,
Hope-
everybody. See you
Hopefully they
later.
can hold for the point now.
Good night, BH Ringer.
All right, sir. See
Yeah.
you later.
Right, Nick.
See everybody.
Right, Jim Bob. Right, John Boy.
Mary Sue, Jim Bellin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho.
Well, this
Well,
was
we've got that to look forward to anyway. I have to get back to the bank tomorrow.
okay. Cool.
But
Tomorrow's Sunday. You guys
nope,
can.
that's not going to help.
You guys have banks open on Sundays?
No.
Wow.
No, you know what, though? I've been a shift worker for so long, and the last little while I'm taking new training. So
Mhm.
suddenly I have regular weekends again, and I'm just not adjusted to the whole damn thing.
Okay.
Usually my days off were Tuesday, Wednesday. Now they're regular weekends again for until I don't know when it's going to change. But it just leaves a guy all messed up for what you can do on any particular day.
Oh, yeah.
So at least I got some stuff done today.
Uh-oh. Carolina's hollering at something. Proud Brenda Moore is not happy. Anyway, yeah, you know, I actually have some vacation time that I have to use up. Like, the way my vacation works is it goes from April to April. So on May the 1st, we get like new vacation days. So I have to basically use up, and I get 5 weeks vacation because I've been working 35 years plus for the company that I work in. Of course, I had about 4 or 5 days left. So what I did was I tacked them all on just before the Easter break. So from about April the 1st till about April 11th, I'm off 11 straight days there. So I just had to eat up those last vacation. And then on May the 1st, my birthday, I got a 5 week vacation again.
Not bad.
No. There you go. That's a good looking toonie. What year is that? Or loony, I should say. It's nice and shiny. Nice shiny loony.
2018 looks like.
2018
Didn't focus that good.
or 11? No, that's an 18. Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
The light can be so glary; it's hard to actually turn on.
Yeah, I got it. That's one of the problems that I have a little bit with my live stream. I got to figure out a better lighting situation. Of course, I have a better light. Ah, crap! Carolina just scored. You couldn't hold them off till the end of the game. At least scrounge the point out of it. Go, yeah, miserable. Figures.
There is a stand for the scope that has 2 lights on goosenecks that you can get coming from the sides. That's your best bet. It's any light that comes straight out of the end of the microscope camera will bounce directly back in. So you've got to get some kind of an angle going. Like my actual coin isn't my actual scope mount is not mounted flush to the table. I put some debris underneath the mount when I screwed it to the table so that it would not be 90 degrees to the table and keep the reflection from coming straight back into the lens. It helps. Sometimes I just need to put another little extra angle on the coin itself just to get rid of that glare straight back into the lens, because that's the trouble.
Because I have a decent little webcam, but I have it on a tripod, like one of those selfie, things that come with for a cell phone. And the way I have it sitting is it's okay. Like it's good for sharp quality. It's just that I can't get the coins close enough that it magnifies unless I pick it up with my hand, and then I can't keep my hand steady enough to, you know what I mean?
You can't really hold a coin and show off its detail.
Yeah.
But I think Stone Day is correct, and I haven't got any way to test it, but it actually would be, I don't think it's overly expensive to get, but a polarizing filter on the camera lens, I think will cut down the glare significantly, much like they sold us those polarized sunglasses back in the day.
Oh, yeah, you used to turn them. And then,
yes.
Yeah.
So you could literally put the filter on and then rotate that filter until you've done with the glare. I'm sure that will actually work.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what you would do. You'd have to, I'm pretty sure that's correctness.
Yeah. BH Ringer's got in the chat that Looter 8 is doing quarters and he's posted a live link.
Yeah, so we should definitely, I will be there. I'll be there. Don't have anything else to do. I went through those rolls and everything else is done. My books are really looking good. I'm basically, anytime I found those 2 beautiful toonies, I put them in and took out what I had. But what I had was good, so those went into the storage.
Oh, well.
That's what you do. You got to try that 5-on-4, is it, when you pull the goalie?
They tried that, and Carolina just scored an empty net goal, so it's only like a little less than a minute left. So, oh well.
There comes a point where you got nothing to lose.
Well, yeah, it's just that it's.
Where in the playoffs are we?
Oh, I think I think we're third in the East, third or fourth in the East. But we're put it this way: irregardless of where we end up, okay, we're probably going to be ending up playing Tampa in the first round anyway. Okay, because even if Tampa gets ahead of us, okay, we'll still probably end up playing Tampa in the first round anyway. Unless we completely, absolutely fall apart, I can't see us playing any. Boston's too far ahead. Boston's going to play whoever the last of the, And I mean, yeah, you know what? They got a good team, but I mean, they've lost to some sub 500 teams too. I mean, they lost to Detroit or Boston, and of course, and Toronto has beaten Boston once anyway. So, but yeah, they got a good team. I don't know about that. I mean. And they deserve to be where they got. They got a good team. Let's face facts, right? Yeah. There's an idea. Try putting glasses in front of the scope.
Yeah, but not prescription ones. They'll get messed it up. But polarized sunglasses, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think a polarizing lens from the camera store is probably not that expensive, or like I say, Amazon. I'm going to Amazon that quick and just see what a polarizing lens is.
Well, that's game. Oh, well. LFR will be disappointed tonight. He will be able to say, Leafs win, and feed his victory puppy. I watch him all the time. It's pretty cool.
Well, Amazon Basics 77 millimeter lens would be $25. You'd have to figure out how to stick it on there one way or another. There's also polarizing film.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, so you can just little flexible sheets of material.
Jersey's beating Ottawa 4-3 right now too. Hello, Mike Panucci. Tampa will win. Very possible. It's very possible. Wouldn't surprise me if they did, Mike.
I'm going to get me one of these.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, it's not the first time. Well, I mean, Toronto's never gotten out of the first round anyway, so they'll either had to end up playing Boston or Tampa, so it doesn't make any difference. I mean, I'm not making any excuses. I mean, they got beat by the better team, fair and square. That's just all there's to it, Although, it kind of pisses you off when they got a 3-1 lead and squander it. But that's typical Toronto. I mean, Toronto's the only team in the league that can lose to a Zamboni driver, for God's sakes. But that hurt. No doubt about that. But yes, Mike, I got your stuff. That slab coin came in the mail. It's really cool. I really like it. So, thank you very much, by the way. And I have it in the stand that Copper Owl Coins made. And in fact, if you're in the chat, I might even be able to show it to you. I got it right there. There you go, Mike. That's the coin that you gave me right there, and that's in a Copper Owl Coins slab holder. So it's my first slab coin ever. I've never owned a slab coin before, so this is the first one. So kind of cool. So I keep it on the mantle, actually. There you go. Well, thank you. By the way. And the comic, I have that here. I don't know what to do with that comic. I think I put the comic in with my stuff that I get that I got from giveaways, but I have no idea what I'll do with it. I never even heard of the comic before, but it's nice. It's in a nice plastic and looks like almost mint or in condition. So I've never heard of it before, but I'll find something to do with it. I was thinking maybe paying it forward. I don't know. I don't want, but I'm not really a big comic fan, but hey, I never turn anything down like that. I'll find some use for it. Somebody will like it, I think. So, but anyway, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, well, you like that, do you, Mike? Well, thank you again. Yeah. So,
Well, little quick shopping. I think a guy could make it happen out of something like this. These are just some polarized film sheets. A person
yeah,
can
cool.
cut the size, gets gets you a couple of them for $10, and
Well, so
then
you,
of course you would just cut them and stick them on the end of your camera somehow. You'd have to figure that out because there's no mount for it on the end of one of these scope
uh,
cameras, but you'd have to
just
come up with a plan.
just put it over it and put an elastic around it. Hold it.
It's a film. I mean, there's lots of answers. Person could definitely come up with a plan and a 2-pack, and you would just, you know, put your scope on it and then draw a circle around it, cut it out, and then it'd be the right size. Maybe take a little drip of crazy glue and just tack it on there so it stays. You're good.
I wouldn't.
Because
I don't.
honestly, it's the glare that's the problem. Once you
yeah.
have one of these scopes, the problem will be to deal with the glare. And if that is all that it takes, and it probably is, good stuff. Like you'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll see, man. You'll see the glare. It's all about the glare. I'm telling you now, but I don't care. You'll see. The beauty of these older coins where they don't have any
look at
luster
that.
is
An
you
old
can turn
50
up
cent
the light
piece.
as much as you want.
1872. I don't
They
have
are
that
not
one.
going to glare back at you at all.
I don't have that one. You got one up on me because I don't have that one.
Come on, you said you had all the.
I have from 1937 to present. Yes.
Oh, I
Af-
see.
from 37 and under, they have tendency to get a little expensive in 50-cent pieces.
Yeah, I had to. This was kind of a 4-for-1 deal, actually, but it was worth it.
I do have the odd couple below
You want to
below
check your
37.
polarization
There is a,
because you can adjust the amount of polarization.
there is a few in my book that are
I
under
think
1937.
when you're talking about polarizing, I think so long as you can spin that polarizer, you're good. And the sheets they're square, but doesn't matter that they're square physically. I'm pretty sure that you can just, use them as needed. But for $9, the others round filters are quite a bit more. So I think it's worthwhile giving it a try, Stone Day, and I'm gonna get me one of those some sheets and give it a try. That makes sense to me, honestly. Perfect sense when I think about it and know a little bit about photography.
That's actually that 50-cent piece is actually in reasonably good shape there, Dimebag, because generally those types of coins were quite worn in the center. You know what I mean? So
Janelle Sonoda, thank you for stopping by. I believe that it's got a value of $40 or more.
Oh, yeah. There's probably what? Oh, there's $8 worth of silver there anyway, $8 or $9, or maybe more.
You know what the mintage is on this? I could tell you.
Oh, it's probably less than a couple million, probably less, maybe less.
Mintage on this coin is 80,000.
Ooh. Okay, well, there you go. It's nice to be way wrong.
It's an amazingly low mintage. Not the lowest mintage coin in Canadian history, because we were diving after that the other day. And found
surprising. Well, actually, the lowest mintage coin in Canada.
Don't tell me about the one one they made one of, because that's
was the 1948 Canadian silver dollar, 18,700, something like that. They made.
Yeah, now that's a beautiful number of
Yeah.
That is a circulation coin, even though there weren't really any of them.
Now, it's not our most expensive coin, though. Our most expensive coin is from my coin book, okay? Was the 1921 Canadian silver or Canadian 50-cent piece. It's listed for around $25,000 or $30,000 in a high grade. But as far as I know, there's only like 3 or 4 known too, so who exist of the 21 anyway. I've never seen a 21 Canadian 50-cent piece in a collection, and I've only ever seen 2 uncirculated 1948 Canadian silver dollars in a collection. Only 2. So the 48 Canadian silver dollar, the Voyager dollars, in a high grade, it's not cheap. And to find one in a low grade is hard. And I don't own one, no, not a 48. I do own the 48 50-cent piece, but
Interesting. One of the other things these polarizing films are used for is to be the plastic over an LCD display, and it makes the LCD display much easier to read.
Well, that's possible. Very possible. I never even knew you could get anything like that at all. This is the first I've seen this.
That makes perfect sense. There's a lot of things that are way more fancy than just this, film. But I think it would be proof of concept, and then afterwards, then maybe I could do something
Okay.
a little
It says
more.
says have Seaweed type in chat so we can tag him. Here's the problem with that. I'm in StreamYard's the one with the duck, and I only have like either private chat or comments, and I don't know how. I don't have the thing at the bottom like you have for YouTube to type in the bottom, so I don't know how to do that. So if somebody can tell me how to do that, I will. Right? Yeah. I haven't figured that out yet. All right. But yeah, I could do that. If they can show me where I can type this in here and this type of, this type of screen, because this is the white thing that has the bottom line, you're in the show and blah, 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 right? Then it has private chat and comments. And for a while there, I was never getting anything in the private, up in the comments till somebody said switch from private chat to comments. And then I could actually see the comments, but I can't type that in this particular one. I wish I could, but I'd actually like to get a set up so that if I'm doing a live stream, I like to have earphones where there's a mic, and the mic would actually type into the chat for me instead of me having to use the keyboard. Okay, and then people can see it on there. You know what I mean? It would just
That isn't impossible, but it's a piece of software that would do the conversion of what you say to typing in the chat. Wouldn't have to do with the microphone itself.
yeah.
But
So it's
there are
like
lots of all kinds of headsets you can get.
it's like a
I got a
voice
couple.
activated mic that picks up the chat and you just put it types it in the chat for you. Yeah.
There's got to be a way. You can double the two layers to make an adjustable filter on account of how they work. When you rotate one layer, you're really making. Well, you definitely have enough to give it a try. As a little.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty says, "Holy crap! I hear a seaweed." Yeah, you do.
Marty. How
We're
you doing,
waiting,
Marty?
so-
I hear a seaweed.
So it'll be time for a Looter 8 raid.
Yeah. Oh, he started yet?
Not yet, I don't think. Let's go back and see where the details
I got-
of the Looter
I got
8.
it. I got pretty near 5 to 11 here. Oh, 10 Eastern, 10:30 Eastern. Okay, that's 11:30 my time. Okay, I'm on Atlantic time here.
Well, he's live right now.
Is he?
Yeah. Why don't we all bail over there?
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
get a
gotta-
link here. Hang
I'm
on.
gonna have to go back in the chat and find. I can
Or you
whip
can
them
type
down.
in Looter 8.
Okay.
You'll find them.
Where do I
But
type in
I'm
that?
gonna dump it in the chat here.
Okay. Yeah, let's go over and raid him then.
Yeah, I'm running out of intelligent things to say anyway. Some will say a long time ago. Buddy, a long time ago. All right.
Hi. Always smell weed after. Hi, seaweed. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Stone Day.
What do you mean, man? What do you mean?
Uh,
What are you trying to say?
You know, the funny thing of it is it's a play on words. My first name and my last name kind of have those letters in it, and I just decided to use seaweed as a channel name, and I didn't realize just how well it's gone over. People actually like it, but it wasn't an intent that I smoked dope or anything. And I honestly didn't think
Yeah,
YouTube would let me have it.
Everybody, that's
Really,
fine.
you know, but
That's
I
what we
did.
should
So
do. But a few nights of much food. All right. All right, working out what the dinner's going to be while we all move over to check out our friend Looter 8, and he's already in progress doing
okay.
quarters.
You're putting that in the chat, are you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I did.
I don't see it here
Did I?
yet. Of course, then again,
Okay.
I got lag, so
No, I'm gonna stick it in there a couple times to make it obvious. And I just
there we
checked it
are.
to make sure it works.
There we are. I see it.
All right, boys and girls, let's do that. Slide over there. Thank you for coming. We'll do it again sometime real soon. Maybe, I don't know.
Thanks
Soon.
for having me,
I
Dimeback.
can't say tomorrow because it's Sunday and I keep forgetting that.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
me
a
up.
pleasure, Seaweed.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Oh,
And
yeah, no problem.
I'm so glad we have this time together.
Together,
Just to
just to
have
have
a
a
laugh,
laugh,
to
sing a song. Yeah, good old
See,
Carol
we
Burnett.
just
I'm
got
gonna
started,
miss
and
that show.
before you know it, comes the time we have to say
so long.
long.
Yeah, he does the ear thing. Yeah, yeah. Wasn't too much of the shows I'd watch. Anyhow, later, everybody. I'm off to Looter 8. Okay. Oh, I can't click on it. It won't let me. Oh, wow. That's awful. Okay. Goodbye.